Yeah, that's not a good thing. It's not because we do it for everything that we're good at it.
To be honest, I understand the Hungarian dubbing is absolute dog shit
Yeah,
because
probably.
Don't watch anything dubbed ever. I'd rather watch anything with subs.
Yeah, but most movie are made in English, which is one of your main language.
to be honest, there was one movie, a single movie recently that I found that the Hungarian dubbing was significantly better, and that was the Hobbit movie.
Oh,
Wow.
Because the Hobbit movie was so like the sound was cut so shit that I couldn't understand a word that the fucking trolls were saying, and when the dwarves were shouting, it was incomprehensible. But for some reason, the Hungarian dubbing they decided to make it actually comprehensible, and it was a much more enjoyable experience.
And what about Smaug? The
To be
Smaug
honest,
voice
I
is
only
good.
watched I only watched the first movie in Hungarian.
Wasn't Smaug in the first?
It was in the second and third.
Oh yeah, he was in
He's at the end of the second and the beginning of
at
the
the
third.
beginning of the third.
And
Yeah,
then nothing happens in the
he
rest
he,
of the
he
third.
literally has I think maybe 20 minutes in that movie.
So the thing is,
yeah.
like the
I
second movie, the end part where they do the Smaug interaction was actually really good.
Oh, okay. I'll
Yeah,
have to see that movie first.
fucking.
yeah.
You guys
Oh yeah.
seen the YouTube video where Benedict Cumberbatch like does the motion cap for that?
Oh
Oh
no,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
weirdly
have not
creepy.
seen it. I have
It's
not seen it.
so good. I fucking love that video.
But
I rewatched that video multiple times.
see,
Oh,
the
he looks
thing,
like a more.
the thing that irritates me about the third movie is that, like, after
a
the whole
lot of
thing
things,
happens with
everything,
Smaug, he goes and he flies off, and then that's the
and
end of
he
the movie.
dies instantly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
instantly. Like the end of the movie, he like just flies. He's like, "Oh, it's time to cause havoc," and then it's done. Dead.
my belly,
my, my, my
my
wee
tom tom.
my
the,
wee-
the, like
So he
the
goes up
shit.
and like, I am dead.
I am dead. I am fired. I am dead.
Ah.
You are a very sore throat, is what you are.
But yeah, my favorite stupid bit about the third movie is that I read The Hobbit. The
Yeah.
Battle of the Five Army is maybe 2 pages, and it's not really descriptive. It's sort of about they had a big
I mean,
fight.
Yeah, my dad-
you can't really
my-
do any description. 2 pages.
My dad is a huge fan of Tolkien's work, and he absolutely hated the Five Armies movie.
Mm.
But to begin with, there was a Five Armies movie.
Yeah, like he
It is-
hated that movie so much.
That
Like,
is
he's like,
not what that book is about.
I mean,
yeah,
literally, they could have like added half an hour to the second, then
Yeah.
the third.
Yeah, absolutely. Like cut out the weird dwarf elf romance. Put instead of that, put in like the battle, like a short, nice, contained battle, and done. Fucking Bilbo goes home, eats.
Hey, that elf is
bird-
hot. I acknowledge that it's
It's-
shit, but she's still hot.
Yeah, but
that's
she
an
doesn't
I don't
look
even-
weird.
hot coffee pot.
Oh, when is the show coming out? The Rings of Power show?
Think about I in like in autumn, I think.
Probably.
Dude,
Shortly, like it's not far away, definitely.
I am so excited for that.
I can't give like don't give a fuck. 2nd of September.
I watched the trailers, and the second trailer especially is so fucking.
I don't know. I can't be bothered. I'm 100% sure that it's going to have a bunch of good things in it, but it's going to annoy the shit out of everyone with everything else.
I mean, people just choose to be annoyed at everything these days. I don't really care. But
Anyway,
I just hope it's fun.
yeah, if it's a fun series, I will watch it. But I'm certain it's going to be like fucking Orcluf story. I'm orc political debate.
Wait, are you talking about the D&D movie?
No, I'm talking about the Rings of Power series.
Oh, the Rings of Power.
I think they're centering the whole thing on Galadriel, right? Who is my favorite Lord of the Rings character.
She's great.
I hope they.
Who is
And
she?
she has very little. Uh,
if they do her good, I'm certain
Yeah.
the movie is going to be good. But
for sure.
The series.
sorry, the series. But I have my doubts. In any case, now that we have all gathered together here,
Sorry.
how about
It's time
we
to pray. Right?
how about we do some D&D?
Let's.
So,
I was recapping.
as our all-time favorite recapper was not here last time,
Oh, and I was dead.
and Artie died. Is there
Ugh.
any people who would be willing to try some recap, or is that not an option and I should just give up and start doing it myself?
Yep.
No.
Give
Um,
up. I don't want to do your job anymore.
I can
Gonny,
try.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's go. Sure.
Okay.
I'm just a bit worried. A lot has happened last time.
That's fine. If you miss out on something, you can fill it in.
Um.
Point of
So
view from a player's perspective.
we went into the hideout of the Crimson Creek through a tree.
That happened in the last hour of the session.
Oh, really? The fuck? Okay, never mind. I see.
Yeah.
Don't trust the person with memory issues to do the recap. With
there's
chronic,
not a lot-
unavoidable
There's
memory
not a lot of
issues.
interest, important thing that happened before it, but there was quite a lot.
I think we left off going to go pick up Emma's grandfather.
Yeah.
That was the very end of the
Yeah.
session.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. I think that's where we ended off.
Yeah.
Like,
The
Gonny's
problem is,
the-
where did you start?
The thing is, after the one with the best nose is probably Gonny, and he seems so muted.
If I don't take note, nobody does.
It
No,
seems
no, no.
like it.
Oh god.
My notes are always very specific to my character.
I know, but I at least have a line on what the others are doing.
Oh no, fuck off. I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't have their perspective.
Oh,
It's
recap time.
yeah, and when
We
we
don't have a
asked
recap.
we asked Squirrel to do recap, she started. So we entered the hideout.
How did it feel?
No, I sort of interjected saying that yeah, that was the last 2 hours of the game.
Yeah, but what about the first?
I don't fucking know.
Now we did some stuff. Look, yeah, we're about to get to Silvery Moon. That's all that matters.
So, anyways, we started. We were in what was the name of the town that we started in?
Everland.
Yeah, we started. No, I'm talking about like the beginning of the game.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Kara something. I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't
remember-
pay attention to that side of the family.
I have a mind of a steel trap. It's just really like. filled
It's
with holes.
rusty. It's a rusty steel trap.
No, it's just full of holes.
No, it's a steel trap, alright, but it's made out of 2 colanders.
It's made out of 2 colanders.
It's a steel trap, but it's chicken wire.
No, it's a steel trap for your own memories. They can't escape and you can't remember them.
Yeah,
It's a steel trap,
exactly.
but you lost the keys.
Yeah, it's a steel trap, but you
They
lost
don't get
the
in
key.
there enough.
So, Gonny, by any chance, would you able to do?
You have any idea what happened last week?
That session.
I thought you were texting me. I was like, are you really
One sec,
texting?
my notes
Why
are
would I
not-
text?
Can anybody else hear
My notes.
Connie? Because
I don't
I
know.
hear
I
mumbling.
Maybe
think
try
his mic
talking into
is-
your mic.
For me, he's like mumbling.
Oh, he's not speaking or something.
Oh wait, no,
It's
this
quiet
is
mumblecore.
the session where my notes were being funny. Can you guys still not hear?
I can hear you. It's quiet.
Stop making phallic sounds. The hell?
I'm
You know
not
how to
making.
use a
I'm not
microphone,
doing it.
Connie?
How about now?
It's same.
Yeah.
It's better.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Increase the volume a little.
How about now?
I have him on 200%, and like it's
You really
getting
not
worse.
hear him? I have him on 100 and it's fine.
Still not good.
It's
What?
getting worse.
Are you changing your threshold by any chance?
She speaks then, so I'm not.
Like,
It's worse now.
I can't even.
What
hear
was
him.
that?
hear
What did he
Are
say?
you like lowering your mic value or something?
Oh, I'm increasing.
Ghani is just slowly fading away into nothingness.
What? What? I'm literally my mic is literally right next to my mouth.
Like, is your volume set to low or something on your?
What's the gain set to if your mic has a gain function? AK
Like in
volume.
the Discord settings, like
The
there should be an input volume.
Yeah, the input volume is max.
Alright, what about the Windows? Like if you go to sound settings in Windows. So there should be like a. Actually, this won't be in Windows. This will be control panel. Go to control panel. Yeah, go to control panel. There should be like a sound option, like hardware and sound, and then go into sound, and then go into recording, and your microphone should show up. Right click that. Then properties, you should be able to check your levels, to check what the number is at.
Hang on. Output. How about now?
Sounds better. Can you keep talking a little bit?
It's literally max.
On the Windows
Hang
thing?
on, wait. Yeah, hang on, wait. Let me this. How was it yesterday?
Yesterday was perfect.
Yesterday was. I can't say what yesterday was. Never mind.
Hello?
All right.
Hello?
So Gonny, recap.
Let me see if I have notes on it. Oh, that's a sticky one.
Uh, So-
I don't have any notes. I'm a winging it. So if I remember
What
correctly,
do you mean you don't have notes?
no, because last week my notes were bugging and they wouldn't save.
Oh god.
So if I remember correctly, the session started with a Drish visiting
Shop.
the magic shop, correct?
Yep.
Oh, this is why it's really annoying. I had the lady's name written down and everything. Anyway, so he went to like a wondrous emporium of sorts and purchased. This is literally the only thing that got saved. A Jewish shopping at Minnie's Magic Trinkets and Ingredients, and the store owner's name is named Maggie.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I remember us
That's-
not being able to settle on the name because we had to change the name or something.
a couple times. Anyway, so Josh does manage to pick up some magic trinkets for each of us. If I remember correctly, he got an amulet, and then he got some sort of armor that was a little bit worse than mage armor, and a few other things. Whilst that was going on, Finn, Emma, and Vave were in the tavern, and whilst Emma was proceeding to get day drunk, Finn thought it was a good idea to go and mention to Adrish and Doran that he was going to meet the guide later tonight that was going to guide us to the hideout. gonna guide us to the hideout. So Finn runs off to go and inform Adrish and Doran, and along the way ends up bumping into Adrish. They catch up, have a quick chat, and then head off to go and find Doran in the stables. But Doran is not at the stables where we left the horses. We end up paying a stable hand to inform us that Doran had actually gone to. Oh, it was like the main fortress or like the Grand Forge, sort of in the towards the center of town. He was looking for a blacksmith to actually um exchange the current horseshoes that we had for the magical ones that he got. So Finn and Adrish head off to find Doran in this forge, and we end up hearing someone cursing and calling everyone idiots. So we figured it was Doran, and lo and behold, it was in fact Doran. And I remember Higgs saying, "Do you know if you wanted to play that out with Doran, you could."
Allez bouffer vos bites.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
So after that, we leave, head off to the tavern to meet up with Emma and Vave. And once we get there, we end up meeting an old man who happens to be the barkeep's father. He seems like a sweet old man who he might have lost a few marbles. He treats Finn like a child and gives him like some well past aged, I want to say fruit, that as soon as Finn tossed, seemingly disintegrated. Um, we end up traveling for a while and eventually come to realize that this man is not, in fact, an old man. He was a young man pretending to be an old man, pretending to be a young man, pretending to be an old man, who was a part of the
Pretending to be insane.
yeah, yeah, who was a part of the Crimson Creek. He leads us to the hideout and we proceed to enter. There's a point where he has us wait while he goes to speak to the leader. And in the meantime, oh shit, actually, I think I just realized something. I might have notes on this. Anyway, so proceeds to go talk to the leader and wait. And as usual, Emma can't help herself and starts hearing a noise and gets. We hear this odd, almost seemingly like torture, an elder um egging on. Very strange.
What?
You're cutting out a bit, Connie.
Don't again on to strange.
Can you repeat the last
Yeah,
couple
it
of
was a
sentences
very,
you said?
So yeah, so they pretending to be an old man,
Cut off the
man.
moment you said
Got it,
so
got it.
and
Check your threshold. It's like cutting out. It's not picking up everything.
I think he's also lagging on Foundry.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe
Like a
this is
good
net.
1200 ping.
Maybe this is net.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. What was the last thing you guys heard?
I think I heard sounds of tortured.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah. So
sure.
yeah, we
Called
could.
it that.
Emma heard some tortured sound, and we thought, potentially, her father was suffering from some sort of. So Emma, being Emma, decides to go and investigate, not realizing that Vave had noticed her scamper off. And while she and Vave head off to the source of the sound, Finn and Adrift start playing cards. Um, Emma eventually comes to find the source of the sound and discovers that it is in fact her grandfather who is effectively training and disciplining the members of the Crimson Creek in arithmetic.
I'd call it torture.
Yeah, so someone was being tortured. It just wasn't. So yeah, so while these guys are effectively learning arithmetic, Emma and her grandfather catch up. He berates her a little bit while Vave is watching every every last second of this, not wanting to miss a moment. Emma, after being dressed down by her grandfather, decides it's better that the rest of us don't find out what happened and tries to return stealthily, only to bump into just a solid stone of meat and muscle, which is Vave. The two then proceed to make their way back to the rest of the group, and after a short little while of waiting, the old man pretending to be a young man
Pretend to be an old man.
leads us pretend to be a young man leads us into an audience with the leader of the Crimson, where to Emma's surprise, she is a dead person. Their name is I
She's
can't
what?
remember off the top of my head,
You,
but
you, you,
he's
you, you cut out
Bane of
again,
the Sword.
Gonias, when you went into the chamber.
Fuck! Nah, my internet's dog shit right now, bro. So yeah, so we we proceed to enter into the chamber, and to Emma's surprise, she is an acquaintance of the leader of the Crimson Creek, and his name is a really like it's a nice pun between the Crimson Creek and his name. I feel like it's Red thing, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
It might
Anyway,
be pointed in the chat in
he
Foundry.
is the yeah, but everything's being slow.
Being Redstream.
Yes, Red Stream, aka Bane of the Sword Coast. He is a legendary heroic figure up in the north who has been through all sorts of crazy trials and situations and legends, and Emma has heard many regaling tales of his heroic escapades. But as of now, he seems very different to his usual demeanor. He seems not necessarily angry, but I guess despondent, more reserved, very different to the heroic figure he's portrayed to be. And you find out that he created Crimson Creek as a means of combating the cultists and their threat. The reason being, the cultists took everything from him. They took his wife and his lovely daughter, who was around 10 years old, I believe, while he was away on a mission. So he has a personal vendetta
he was
against.
he was lured away.
Are
Yes.
you foreshadowing here, Nick?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
No,
he
you're just
was
forgetting they exist.
Oh.
So yeah, so he was lured away. His family was taken from him, so he has a personal vendetta against the Crimson. We found out all of this. Have a fairly reasonable conversation with him. Came to the agreement that Emma's grandfather would stay safely in the custody of the Crimson of the Crimson Creek.
It's more aligned the
Um,
line he's not willing to leave.
It's definitely more
yeah,
along the lines of they want him gone.
you
But
really don't blame
But, okay, so
him.
the
I'm
grandfather
he doesn't
stayed,
want to
but
return to my grandma, which is very understandable.
Crazy bitch.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's not married to her. That's her other grandma. But you know, you can imagine what this man went through.
Just
oh
by
yeah,
proxy.
Emma's grandma's a real piece of work.
I don't think
Anyway,
we've met her
yeah, we
yet.
have
Yes, you
we've
did.
heard stories.
You met
We
her.
did.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she was
Uh-huh.
You're
she
taking
came
care
down
of
for the
her
dinner.
sister, right?
Oh, right. Probably
Oh yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
paying
yeah, yeah,
attention.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lovely old
Forgot about
lady.
that bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Ugh.
seemed great. It didn't seem like she blamed Emma for everything at all.
Yeah, he took inspiration from good old Theodosia, so you can imagine how
But
great.
Theodosia was lovely.
Nah, Theodosia is a lovely lady.
Oh yeah, she
Huh?
was. Yeah, Aaron's grandmother. Man, Dino forgotten that we played like another campaign before this one.
So,
Yeah, so we had a productive conversation with them. They weren't able to enlist any aid in terms of the attack on Silvery Moon. He wished us well, and then we proceeded to make our exit, I believe.
Wait,
And then
wait. I thought there was an agreement. You said there was an agreement. Emma's grandpa stays, but nothing else.
oh yeah, no, it wasn't like an official agreement. This guy just doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, like
Just squatting.
he
Yeah, pretty much.
he offered to like do some
he's living his best
organizational
life.
shit.
Yeah, that's called squatting. When you stay somewhere people don't want you to stay.
It's not that they don't want him to stay. He's useful.
He's
He's
just
just
overuseful.
he's very rude. And he sometimes bonks him on the head with his walking stick and then almost falls over and cries out in pain.
He is an old ass. So yeah, after that, I believe we proceeded just to head to the Silvery Moon. I, I don't know if there's
You haven't left the compound yet. You just left the office or sort of room that you met Bane in. Yeah, but yeah, Bane Redstream is known by many names. He is
for
a
fuck's sake. I did have notes.
he's a hero of the North. He's called Red Bane the Twice Chosen, as two different gods have called upon him as their chosen champions for their holy quests in his life.
So learned something about the cultist that I just remembered as well.
Yeah. He fought in wars and spent years adventuring across the land, fighting monsters and saving people. But in his later years, he retired to a distant valley in the north where he had a small family holding.
So
And
he's
apparently, that small family holding was one of the first targets of the cult of the Master. But it seems that the cult not only killed innocent people on that day, but created a great adversary against themselves. And what was that, Goni, that you've learned about the cult?
We in fact learnt that there are three main groups. They are separate, but they work towards for some greater goal. So we have the Whisperers of the Far, which are the mad cultists. Effectively, they have great magic ability. They conjure horrible monstrosities into our world and unleash them onto the innocents, and which feast on their flesh naturally. Then there's the Lords of the Grave, the pompous pricks, the necromancers who defile bodies and create the undead. And
The
lastly,
Lord
the
of the
worst
what?
of them,
The
the
grave.
Lords of the Grave. The Lords of the Grave. And lastly, we have the Chosen of the Master, who are effectively the leaders of the three groups. They bring fiends into our world. We don't actually know their end goal. All we know is that they aim for our destruction. And they seem to be kidnapping people and taking them to places that haven't been found yet.
So, yes, you have met the third great faction in this turmoil of the North. You faced the evil cult of the Master. You've met the benevolent new Church of the One, and now encountered the adversaries of the cult, the Man of the Crimson Creek. their leader, Bane Redstream, or better known as Bane of the Sword Coast, just walked out the room, leaving you to your devices. What's next?
Weren't we gonna go talk to? Oh yeah, I was telling everybody about Emma's grandfather and how we should meet him.
Did we discuss anything about Silvery Moon and the attack and on it with the Bane of the Sword Coast?
You did tell him about your suspicion of the attack, and he did say that unfortunately he does not have the manpower to aid, but he hopes that you will be successful in alarming Silver Moon, as a Silver Moon is plenty of strong to defend itself.
If they have the warning.
They Silvery Moon. He actually told you about what sort of defenses Silvery Moon can muster, as they have the famed Knights in Silver, which is the army that not only protects Silvery Moon but often marches against the armies of evil when they try to attack its neighboring cities as well. And there is another great power in the city, the Spell Guard, which is an order of wizards and sorcerers that serve as the personal guard of Lady Alustriel and the main guardians of the city.
Is that an image of the Bane of the Sword Coast? Or is
Which
that
one?
Emma's grandpa?
That's Emma's grandpa.
It's the guy the
Uh,
Bane of the
if you
Sword
wish.
Coast doesn't want.
If you want, I
He
can.
looks like Geralt, but like
With a cane.
older. No, I'm
You know what,
talking about
guys? That's exactly how
Emma
I
Bane.
imagine.
So if you wish, I can
Huh.
show you. So I have an image of uh, Lord Redstream in his prime, as Emma would have remembered him.
Who?
Ooh,
Who's that?
Really cute for a guy.
Oh, Redstream.
Yeah, and
Fucking silver foxes.
and this is how you met him.
Oh god. He's hot. No.
Don't let Alpha see
Oh, no,
him.
he's hot.
Am I wrong?
No.
You
got
were
the-
not
he's got
wrong, and
the-
that's coming from me, so.
He's got the cool salt and pepper beard that otherish wishes he had.
Yeah, but to be honest,
Oh, that you know.
he's younger than Adrish.
Yo, you're gonna take that insult from
The god.
Oh, wait,
From
no,
God.
no. Actually, no. He's not younger than Adrish.
Oh.
He's
Like,
of
yeah,
similar age. Yeah, but Emma's grandpa is like 94 or something, so
Jeez,
what?
that man has lived a life.
He's lived a life of
Most of it's probably been spent running away from the mother of the person his kid married.
do you want me to? No, sorry, he's only 84.
84?
That's still
How is
really
that
good.
the same age as Adrish?
No, that's Rubio.
That's my granddad.
Hey,
Miss my
That's-
granddaddy.
there's no way that's
That's Rubio. He's 84.
Damn, it looks fine for 84.
Yeah. But, he's a noble. He kept himself well.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
Mhm.
that's.
looking good.
So, what now, guys? How do we proceed?
I'm gonna. Babe is gonna look at everybody and be like, "Oh, like I think we should meet Emma's grandfather. I think that'd be a interesting venture."
Should I
What
remind
time-
you
time-
that we are kind of in a time limit?
should I remind you that one of the entire reasons I left Waterdeep instead of staying to help care for my family and my girlfriend was
You have a
to.
girlfriend?
Is it official? You're back.
I guess.
Caught in 4K.
Cause is it cause you're
She's a friend who's a girl, ergo
Yeah,
girlfriend.
sure. Sure.
But you know, she is
It-
turning into a porcelain statue, so you know.
Yeah,
Oh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
she's just a little doll.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh.
That's just
Emma,
wrong.
Emma,
Kill me.
Why do I have faith quality jokes? Wrong
Emma,
character.
Oh.
Emma, that's really messed up.
You know, it's such a bad joke, but I fucking loved it because that's exactly what I thought. But you said it first. What I want to say is, see, she's such a doll.
uh, um,
So what?
Emma,
What now?
Emma, you make me uncomfortable.
uh, well,
What is
I
the
guess
time
it's your
as
turn
we
for
are speaking
payback.
to each other?
It's very late at night.
It's not.
I
I think it's best
did
if we
say
take a
we.
rest and then prepare to depart in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And I
Then,
did
is it
say
too
that
late
I
for
would,
Emma's granddad
you
anyway?
know.
He's probably sleeping.
Oh, trust me, he's probably not. He's a very hyper from what I saw.
Babe gets a big smile on his face. He's like, yeah, yeah, that's why I think we should go meet him at least. You know, maybe he has some information we need.
I have
Maybe he
a-
does.
Before
Actually,
we
that's
do
a
any
very
of
good
that, I
point.
do have a well a question I need your input on. Yes.
Me?
Well, all of you, not just you.
Oh,
What?
There's a spell called divination. It allows me to ask a question to a god servant about an event, a goal, or something that will happen within the week, and I will get an answer. I'd like to input on the question itself.
Uh, uh,
You thinking about asking right now?
Will there be an attack on Superman? That's what I got so far.
I think
um,
we're quite certain that there will be, right?
Yes, but the spell
Um,
do not lie. Does not lie.
what the attack will
Can
be?
we get a better? I don't think. Can you ask the question like what the attack will be? I don't. It's just
I
yes
don't.
or no, right?
I think I can. I'm not sure. I
It's
haven't
not a yes or
done.
no.
What do you mean?
maybe we should try and ask something strategic, like where is the attack going to come from, so we can focus the defenses there.
It's a possibility.
Or
The answer
should we maybe
doesn't
try
have
and
to
find?
be very. The answer will be truthful, or best as it can be, but it might be cryptic.
I have too many questions I want the answer to have a objective input
Well, I can
on
do one
that.
today and one tomorrow.
Can we ask for any potential blind spots that we're missing?
Okay, I don't think I can answer something that vague.
Uh, I'm. You don't have to ask the question exactly like that, but more so any weaknesses that are exploitable in the city.
That's actually doesn't seem like a bad idea.
I agree. So,
What are the weaknesses of Silvery Moon?
At a later date, if you have this spell available to you, I would also
Yes.
like to find out if this one creature being is as benevolent as everyone seems to believe.
that's a good point.
I'm putting in the chat so you have the description of the spell.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
It,
I can't ask how.
I think that kind of thing we can figure out.
I can ask about an activity,
We have
a
to
specific event, or a goal.
you have to assume that all the evidence we have, all the information we have, will mean something to somebody more.
Yeah, I'm using the question to maybe
Lady Illustrator
add
doesn't
something.
seem like the kind of person who would just ignore a warning like this.
okay. It was just a suggestion. Does anyone else have any other thing that we think we should ask?
Maybe a timeline, as in when exactly the attack would take place.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
One second. Join the game.
I can probably ask one of those questions tonight and another tomorrow.
Which two should we ask?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, then I will do it in the when we go to bed. Bitch.
I mean,
Bitch.
can you ask when and where the attack will happen in the same question?
I don't know if I can. I can ask about the event, and you will tell me something about it. If contact is possible at all.
Oh,
Uh,
glad someone remembers.
Yeah, but
The answer might get
Okay.
slightly spotty.
I don't really know how magic works, so
Can't even
and I
hear
definitely
you.
don't
I
know
can't even
how
hear
divine
Finn.
magic works.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not picking his mic again.
the mic hasn't moved.
What I did, I turned up my volume and lowered everyone else.
I put his volume at 200%. I can't still hear him.
Yeah, that's why I just turned up my manual volume on my headset and lowered everything else except for Connie. So, what now, guys? We decided to ask for some divine guidance later on the day and stay in the Crimson Creek's hideout for the night.
I only have squirrel. Scroll. Eh.
Be fine. Whatever information we get is better than what we have right now.
So I have a single question concerning an activity event.
You leaving?
So do I want to know exactly when it's happening? Or where is it happening maybe? Where it would start from?
Yeah, either of those is good.
Yeah,
Okay.
anything we can learn.
I'm gonna start with where does it with when. I think it's maybe the easiest answer. Insa. Should I do it now or wait?
Nobody attack them present.
Okay. I will use the spell scroll to cast divination, and I will ask. Uh, an attack will be orchestrated by the cult of the master in Silvery Moon. I'd like to know when. Eh? Yeah, that's my question.
So, would you give me a divine guidance roll, please?
Nat
Oh,
20.
so if I roll decent. Yeah, okay.
That's not bad.
14 is decent.
Yeah?
That's enough. So,
Ooh.
Dorin, you hold out the scroll in front of you, I begin chanting the magical words written down on it, calling out the heavens for answers, for the future of Silvery Moon. And as you finish your chanting, in your mind, an answer appears. Not as words, not as sound at all, but a knowledge of an answer to your question. Jesus, I blanked out. Did you ask when or where in the end?
I asked the exact time of the attack.
You pulled a me. That's what you did.
Yeah, Jesus, that was a nice one there.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Hmm.
And if you give me one moment. I need to find a specific note.
Oh.
Hmm.
He actually prepared for this when he gave me the divination scroll.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I
It's
forgot I had
almost
that,
as if
honestly.
he's supposed to.
Uh, not here, not here. The fuck is it? Sorry. Ah, so what appears in your mind for a moment, Doran, is an image of a piece of parchment, a parchment filled with writing, a letter, a letter written by a certain lord, a letter that you found in the necromancer's lair. But as your mind's
Hmm.
eye glances over the paper and you see all the spaces that were crossed out or splodged to unrecognizable, unreadable matter, you see that the last paragraph seemed to clear up.
Hmm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out for me, Hank. What was the last part of the letter? What?
Clear.
Is clear.
Oh, yo.
And I'm going to put it in chat.
Which chat are you putting it in?
Just a moment.
In Foundry or?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was making sure I didn't miss it.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. So the words we're getting. Ritual. Next phase. Silver Mirror. Break the city wall down. The mythal will not stop our action by the power of the master. Okay.
So Doran, that image appeared in your mind. Guess you're sharing with your friends.
Yes. Okay, so I got an answer, I think. Do you remember the letter we found with the weird lord, with the necromancer guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was given the last chunk of the letter.
Oh.
Oh, what did it say?
Well, nothing that much important, but by the darkness of the new moon, we will break the city wall down.
And when is the new one supposed to be?
3 days from now, correct?
Ow! God, no, it's too loud.
Jesus. The same thing happened to me.
Yeah, the new moon is on the 16th, me on the 13th. So
Yes, we have a couple days.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
now it's way too loud.
Don't do anything, Gonny. Don't do anything.
Yeah, just keep it like that. We will adjust.
No, it's because I'm on my phone now because I need to restart my PC.
Oh.
So, yeah. Continue
so
on,
we
Doran.
have a couple of days, and we also know it'll be in the darkness, so at night.
We know it's at night now, and we also know that they will attack the walls. So that's one more information.
That could also just be, you know.
Hey, are the mythal like a part of Silvery Moon's god?
Yeah, what's that?
I think you asked this question before, and I had you roll an Arcana check, and you haven't rolled high enough.
Did I?
Yep.
Can I try again?
No.
Well, shameless.
Yeah. Maybe your next question can be on divination. What is the mythal, or
What the fuck is the mythal?
what is a mythal, rather?
Oh god. Well, at least we know that they will attack the city walls. City wall. Well, that's information that we didn't have before, so that's good.
Information is always good.
But it vexes you, Doran, this information, isn't it?
It
Does
what?
it vexes you?
It
This
waxes me?
this is not this is
Vexes,
It irritates
Okay.
you.
confuses.
this is not what they done in Waterdeep, right?
No, it's different. They're gonna try something different for Silverman. Fuck. At least if it was the same thing I wanted, we could point them in the right direction. But no, we just have to hope that we'll find them.
Also, Emma,
Uh-huh.
you've been to Silvery Moon before. Only for a short time and only one occasion. But you
Know what a
seen
metal is.
no, but you've seen the walls of Silvery Moon.
And
They are equal to Waterdeep's, if not stronger.
oh,
The north is a dangerous land, and Silvery Moon endured many hardship. Great armies of orcs broke on the walls of Silvery Moon, like the sea foam breaks around a great reef.
Hmm.
And the cold plans to break the wall down.
Oh,
That's very, very bad.
Does Emma
That's
relay this information? Or?
so. The if the walls fall, the city falls. Pretty much.
I mean,
They are huge. They are equal, or probably actually a little stronger than Waterdeep's.
oh, oh.
But if, like in the sense that Waterdeep is a huge city, it's difficult to defend its entire wall. Compared to it, Silver Moon is much smaller and much better defended on a scale. Waterdeep has a much larger army than Silvery Moon, but as Silvery Moon is a city of less than 40,000, it is very well protected, as it has to be in the north.
So, does she relay all that information, or is it just what she said so far? I'm just asking if Emma was saying about the walls more, like went into more detail, like you were.
Emma's a little panicked.
Well,
Sure, at
I
some
think
point
that's
she'll
one more reason to go
describe
warn
it.
them.
Mm-hmm. It is, but also I did say I would try to get my grandfather out of here.
Grandfather doesn't seem to want to get out of it. And honestly, in the direction we're going,
Yeah, I don't think you want to bring your grandfather here.
yeah, I feel like this
I
place is
never
probably
said I
good.
was gonna bring him. Besides, we need to rest.
So where's your grandfather gonna go then, Emma?
I don't know, maybe you can go convince my mother to
I don't think
convince my grandmother to take my sister not within danger. Plus, he seems pretty capable.
You think this 84-year-old man can travel the road from here to
By himself?
by himself?
When there's a cult around?
And a troll more to cross?
as you say this, all through your mind, sort of a flash through of memories of just what sort of journey you guys went through to get here.
Yeah, Emma, that's a bit crazy even for you.
What age is your grandpa again?
Old.
Older than me.
I mean, it's not that old.
And I don't think I would want to travel alone on this path.
Nor would I, but I told Jane that I would try to convince him. And therefore try I will.
I think it might be best that we
Or
come
at least
back
try
here
to convince
after
him
the
to
fact.
stop hitting people here.
That might be more reasonable.
Exactly. You see, prefacing it with the request to leave will probably make the other thing, more palatable.
What?
I was just gonna facepalm.
What you on your?
Apparently you need to explain, Emma, like what are you thinking?
Yeah, because I'm not understanding it.
So, he's stubborn. He most likely
Yeah,
is
we've
not
met
going
you.
to leave. And push back.
I don't think that's a bad thing right now. I think it's better if we deal with Silvery Moon and then.
And therefore, if you
Yeah,
Doran.
continue. Let her finish.
Yes.
listen, it's like if I asked you to
Stop reading.
stop reading entirely versus, I don't know, just tapping someone on the shoulder. Which one seems like a worse idea to you?
What?
just, you'll see what I mean. Eyebrow
Really?
twitch.
Because I don't.
Wait, where does Emma go to her grandfather?
Yeah, I'm going to, Grandpappy.
After an hour and 20 minutes, we leave the room.
Okay, we
I mean, we didn't start an hour ago, so
I know.
that's
in
unfair.
In true D&D fashion, it's only been like 2 minutes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, then we follow Emma to see what she's talking about. I look at the others with a quizzical gaze on my face.
So, you walk behind the striding Emma as she walks down the narrow corridor from the room. I guess one of you has the
Yeah,
courtesy to
with,
close the
like,
door behind them.
confidence and head held high. You know.
So, as you walk down the corridor, you turn at the wide junction towards where you left your grandfather. As you as you all walk in, you see your grandfather sitting on a low chair, sort of munching on a piece of bread, while Bane seemed to be walking around his pupils and talking to them. Some he just seemed to give an encouraging pat on the back, others he exchanges a couple words. You see a couple very young men and women that he just ruffles their hair a bit, and they all seem to look at him with expectations and respect. Except your grandpa, who is very focused on that piece of bread that he's chewing on.
Hello? Grandfather.
I just finished teaching these mongoloids the basics of mathematics. I am fairly certain one of them died. No.
What do you mean?
Oh no, he's just passed out. Hey! He sort of pokes with his stick at him. Wake up!
Do not poke anyone.
No sleeping in the class.
Does he still have some bread left?
Yeah, he's sort of
All right.
holding on to the...
I am going to march up and just take the bread out of his hands.
But, Emma, what are you doing?
Listen. You will be nice. Nicer, at least. I don't care how thick their skulls might be, as I sort of gesture around at the room in general. You know, avoiding the direction that Bane is in.
Wow, Emma, I can't believe you're calling me stupid. That's so mean. You're so mean to me.
Have you seen my stick? I think it's cracking on their thick skulls.
All the more reason to not use it on their thick skulls. Plus, what about your back?
You're right. I should get something heavier.
No!
Maybe a mole.
They've firmly grasped his.
Listen. You... From what I've seen, you have put the fear of Tyr in these people.
Yeah,
And that is
a
no
good
way
thing.
to run a good class. It is true that when Theo taught me how to do things without, making a huge scene about it, I eventually got fed up because he was a hard ass. But you don't have to be a hard ass. These people are here because they want to learn. Now, either you will promise me on my father's name that you will not make a bloody mess of everyone here, or I will sit here and eat this bread in front of you.
Give me a persuasion check, Emma.
Fuck.
That's still a 20. Like, don't fuck on a 20. I've seen that he's rolled on the net 20, but still, it's a fucking 20.
Fair.
It's a 20 regardless.
Fine.
And
Give me my
not.
bread back.
I hold it higher. Not
You want-
just for today.
You're starving your old grandpa. Ah, look at this horrible woman torturing her elders.
It's more along the lines of I'm doing what's needed so that these people can survive and have a chance at fucking the cult up. That
You're fine.
Lysander was worried about you. I was worried
I'm
about you.
fine.
If that's true, then come take this bread from me. I throw it back at him. See, you're not fine. No matter how much you want to pretend you are, you're not fine. And no matter how much I want to pretend I'm fine, I'm not fine. I don't think anyone here is fine.
I'm fine.
I'm not fine.
I'm okay, honestly.
I'm doing
Okay,
pretty
you're
well,
doing.
actually.
I'm feeling pretty good actually.
Now, I have a
Like
request.
two or three of the guys from the class was like, we're fine.
Well, that's actually pretty good. Maybe you guys could like teach me your secrets because I have a mess. And you are part of that mess whether you want to be or not. And I mean, my girlfriend is back in Waterdeep turning to stone. For all I know,
Girlfriend?
she's
Which
Yes!
one?
Oh,
Oh.
Which one?
How did you
Oh, which one, Emma?
Yeah, which one, Emma?
The plot thickens.
Adelaide?
I remember that one.
Damn.
Was it the small girl with the blonde hair? No, it can't be. Her name was like Mush Mush or something. Or no, is the elven woman who?
She's
is the
a
elven
human.
woman who owns the bookstore?
She's a human.
Damn,
She
man
was
was
the
getting around
bookstore?
Waterdeep.
And no, she's not Lysander's wife.
I don't know her, I guess.
Hope will fly over to the grandpa and just go and sit
Shoo!
on his shoulder.
Shoo!
He'll
Shoo,
fly
you
over to the
pest.
other side and just keep pestering you. Keep pestering you.
Ah, Adrist, knock it off. Before I take that bread and throw it at you.
I'm not doing anything, it's the bird. Tell the bird.
You're in control of the
Hey,
What? No, it's just a bird.
I just sort of stick out my arm as like a perch, if need be, or some shit.
The bird will fly over to the perch.
Also, Emma, are you okay? Is there something that you want to talk about?
Finn, how would you feel if you left your girlfriend in an unpredictable state and she'd be, typically a warm-blooded creature, but when the last time you touched her,
warm-blooded did
It was
Quencher?
cold.
I mean, I would be pretty worried.
And you had no contact with her. At all, whatsoever. No way to figure out if she's even alive, let alone how she's doing.
You know I
Um,
can talk to people at a distance, right?
Wait,
Emma turns on Doran with fury in her eyes.
Babe looks like leans over and goes, I don't think that was a good idea.
I have
You can
told
what?
all of you I could do that. I did, right?
No, you did not.
Pretty sure you used it before in front of all of you.
The antisocial librarian is not the guy with message. It should not be the guy with message.
He has a friend.
Yeah. Emma could have picked it up. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She gave them
They never
instead.
called that friend either. Box that he calls a librarian.
No, he has an actual friend.
Are they like sitting on pillows or something?
Who?
Are like the students sitting on pillows or whatever?
No, they are sitting on the ground. Some of them have like small carpets, but like no, not real carpets, but like
Rags.
yeah.
Doran, I'd probably duck if I was you.
I
Most
take
certainly
out
Cross.
He takes out-
Take out my bow.
no, I
Yeah.
take out I don't know.
Take out
Dress.
Mora, holding by the tail and start beating up Doran with.
The cat flail.
Yeah, Emma just goes down and says,
I scream into my backpack. Just like a
Pick up
big
Mora.
long scream.
Babe
I'm gonna
walks
go
over.
sleep. Do we
Babe
have a
walks
place to sleep in?
You know, like a swearing rant quality scream.
Yeah. Babe walks over to Emma and he's like, okay, it's alright, just let it out.
And if you're staying, there are rooms, mostly empty. Not enough people, I guess, to fill.
Yeah, I'm gonna go just fall into bed. It's late and we need to get a start early in the morning. Please talk to your grandfather. I'm sure he loves you. He would love nothing more than to see you safe.
Maybe you could, I don't know, write a letter or something? Just to let people know you're alive?
Call your brother and let them know that he's fine and he's okay. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I met him, so I can.
I'll think about it.
you will do it.
He doesn't need to think about it or he can just tell him.
You don't
Oh,
need to
man.
think about it, old man.
She loves you a lot, you know. Even though she doesn't always show it. She's very worried. Just be a little nicer, please. I know the world is totally over and nothing is fair and you're old and it's getting cranky and your bones don't work the same anymore, but
Just, are you okay?
And you're ugly, and you're dying, and nobody
mean,
loves you.
He already said he wasn't fine.
No, he said he was fine, that was the joke.
no, I said I was.
No, he said he wasn't fine.
Oh, I thought that was the joke.
Just please try to be nicer to her. She's just trying to help.
Leave this old man alone. I need sleep. It's late for an old man like me, an old man like you.
Yep, I do need sleep. And I start walking towards an empty room whenever I can find one. And Hope starts flying around the room and then follows me out and perches on my shoulder.
No, she perches on your head.
And then I just sort of,
Perches on my shoulder.
I
Like,
sigh.
climbs, like, on your head.
I sigh and then I look around the room like, now,
I flee him.
who can tell me what 2 + 2 is?
27.
Bitch.
And
Five?
Doing just runs.
The beef jerky.
have someone that I don't know the stupidity of already?
Babe starts counting on his fingers.
You,
Like,
you
he's like,
see, you see multiple people, sort of counting on their fingers and writing and is scratching it out.
What is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1?
uh, Babe starts using his fingers again.
He only has two hands. Oh no!
Alright, good night, Emma.
Ah,
At this point, Emma, most of the men have left the room, as Bane has walked out as well.
alright.
One of the sort of young students, it's a young boy, maybe 14, 15 years old. He holds up this wooden plaque with a sort of piece of parchment on it, and you see with chalk written a 4 on it.
I will go over and fucking ruffle his hair. Like, yes. And then I'll just, like,
This was gonna be good.
this is how you encourage people to learn. You do not beat them, you praise them.
I would have gotten that.
At this point, Emma, your grandpa is sort of laying on the small cot in the corner, not even looking in your direction.
Ah. Would someone get him a blanket?
See, I would have gotten that if you would have given me enough time, Emma.
Ah.
Maybe you should sit in on Grandpa's lesson for a while.
Ah.
Listen, I don't-
certainly can't bash your skull in. It's too thick, even for him.
I
So,
don't know.
Emma, as
We
you
should get some rest.
leave the small lecture chamber behind, you go after your friends who slipped out quickly.
They did not want to be party to the chaos.
Adrisht, you walk along the tunnel and find yourself back in the main chamber. There are multiple paths leading off from this cavern, and one of them seems to be some sort of bed chambers. Well, they are not very roomy or comfortable. They are basically cots set up in rows alongside the cave wall.
It's
There,
perfectly fine. Hello?
yeah?
Lou?
Yeah, I'll
I-
just go to one of the cots and set up for the night.
Anybody else doing anything?
Preparing for
It's-
rest.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna meditate a little bit before bed.
Is there like a canteen, like or anything like that? Like
Is
a
it like
place
2 in the morning, dude?
listen. I want to learn if they're
Actually,
making any
it's
food.
9.
Yeah.
It's just 9?
Yep.
Maybe so. I thought you said it was late at night.
Well, 9 isn't
He
early.
means late for D&D
Well, I'm
characters,
old.
not for actual
it's-
people.
I'm
It's
old,
late
it's
for
9 o'clock,
normal
and I'm
people,
sleeping.
not even for whatever you are.
So, unfortunately, um, Wave, there are no really canteens. There are a couple small cooking fires under, like there are. You see, there are these sort of chimneys in the ceiling that seem to be leading out into to the surface, but there's not many. So there's not many cooking fires either.
Okay, so I was more or less asking if there's any dedicated chefs, so like I could like talk to a
No,
little bit.
no. People are eating rations or simple, gruel. It's not a 5-star establishment here.
Well, I figured, but I didn't know if they actually had like chefs or
They
anything.
they are sharing bread, man. Like they are not the best, supplied company seemingly, or at least
Yeah,
this hideout. But, they
understandable.
they have shelter, they have food, and they are trying their best. So
Yeah.
all of you sort of take up a couple cots in one of the rooms. The other cots are being filled in as well as people return from some missions or just from training, and they lay down for rest. Adrisht, your arm still stings and hurts.
Oh yeah, true.
Hmm.
I'm gonna ask Wave to look at it before I go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
I keep forgetting that I have a broken arm. I died, came back, aged 60 years, but my arm's still broken.
So what does it look like?
Well, it's not nice, but it's healing. It's probably going to take a while for it to be perfect. But if you spend some time with it and continue applying new bandages, the wound will heal, and he will use it probably just as well as he
Badly.
did before.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
Yep.
put new bandage on it, and I'm gonna replace the splint in case like it's cracked or anything.
Just give me a medicine check.
Gonna roll in that one. I'm gonna break your arm again.
But
Oh god.
I like the all right.
You bite it off.
Sorry, I got hungry. That is a 21.
Pretty good for breaking of arm.
Just a little bit of aid, and hopefully at one point Adrish will be able to use his arm properly again.
I just tell him to take care of it. If anything starts to hurt more, if it I assume I know how an infection is because of living in the middle of nowhere.
You know that lizardman saliva is the best.
Best
I assume
cure
I
for
can't do
infection.
this and the orb at the same time.
No, since Wave used his downtime activity to check your arm, you are able to concentrate on your orb if you wish.
I just tell him to be careful with it, and if it starts burning, let me know.
Oh, could I do some gauntlet work before bed?
Maybe
If you
one day you'll
wish.
succeed.
Maybe I only need 2 more, but I can't. I'm not on the table. Can you roll for me, please?
Yeah, of course.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Well, I don't think he got it.
Well, what'd you roll?
I don't know what he rolled.
Oh
I
god.
revealed it.
Oh, a 9.
Oh, 9.
No, he rolled an 8 and a 5.
Yay!
Anybody else?
I don't have anything to do.
Very well.
I
So-
also am trancing instead of actually sleeping.
What? Am I
There's-
strancing?
Yeah, she's an elf.
Yep.
I didn't find that out.
We've known this for a while.
Thank you for telling me. I didn't realize. It's not at all going with push to
We've
understand why
known
the
for a long time. Like before we got to Waterdeep, we knew she was an elf.
No, I think
Thank you.
there was,
I'm
there
aware
Just
was
a
of that.
pointy-eared
there was no
human.
detail from that. I don't think you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we,
mean-
we'll, next session we'll find that joke. That's going to be the next mission.
Oh god.
So, you settle down for a long rest after a little bit of meditation, a little bit of eating and resting. It seems that the Crimson Creek are welcoming enough to share some food with you, and I assume you share some food with them as well.
Mhm.
over
Yeah,
there.
sure. The food I definitely totally keep track of.
Shame on you. So, when you settle down for a restful night, the cots are uncomfortable, the cave is a bit damp and cold, but you pull your bedrolls tight on yourself and you settle down for a good night rest. Sometime during the night, the two elves wake up from their trances and see that the life in the hideout did not stop. People who slept already woke up, continued their work, others have arrived, and Bane seemed to have left in the time that you rested. The hours tick by, and after a long rest, your friends beside you wake up.
There is something that I want to ask my grandfather about. I thought about it during the night.
Emma?
What?
Well, I have the spell prepared to send a message. Anything you would like to send someone?
I want to tell my brother, Lysander, that, that our grandfather is okay. And, if possible, to tell, Adelaide that I haven't forgotten. That I love her. God, I am. I'm happy I was able to make that voice crack. Oh God.
I can't wait for Dorian to say this. Oh.
Yep.
Anyway, this weird girl, she started talking to me saying that she may have found her grandmother or grandfather. I don't know, and that she loves somebody. I don't know.
So,
And
you guys
you know
all
that
wake up
it's from
long
me.
rested.
I'm gonna. What time is it, roughly?
Early morning.
Okay. I'm gonna send first the message to Lysander, and I'll say, hello, Lysander, sir. I don't know how to call you. I'm Dorian. Everything is fine. We found your grandfather. I
That's
think
it.
he's alive.
You run out of words.
Yeah, I know. But that's the message.
Yeah, but you run out of "we find your grandfather." I think it's 15 words, right?
It's 25.
Sorry.
25.
words.
Hey,
Oh, okay,
Lysander,
sorry.
I
25
think we
is
found
25.
your
Yeah, so
grandfather.
yeah, that message would fit in that. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Then I sent the message is sent and I'm waiting for the answer.
Would you give me a divine guidance roll, please?
Right.
Oh my god.
Ah, fuck you too.
Nah, it's cool. Don's just gonna be like, yeah, no,
Yep,
he sent,
okay.
I bet.
Punishment for playing clerics. Next
Oh
time.
no, that is not clerics.
Oh no, that's anyone who tries to send messages in this
Yeah,
hell all
it's
over the
just
place.
magic. Magic is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or I don't want players to use divination magic.
Oh no, you absolutely can.
It's just
Sorry.
not gonna work.
It's very useful. Oh no, what's not going to work is teleportation. That's going to fuck you over so hard.
Oh God.
Just trying to get out of the dome. Oh, that's gonna be a rough one. So,
You're an asshole.
Doran, you just moments later you hear a hastily message from Lysander. Thank you, Dorian. That is wonderful news. I will inform our mother. She will be very delighted. Tell Emma we have won.
Hey!
Hey!
We
What?
did the right thing!
Let's go.
Won what?
We won the fight for Waterdeep.
Oh, right, that. Emma?
Wait, did you not see the episode
Yes,
titled "The Battle of
Doran?
Waterdeep"?
I have an answer from your brother. He's glad of that your grandfather's alive. He's gonna tell your mom, and he won something. I'm not sure what.
They won?
Yeah, he
They-
said,
they-
and tell Emma we won. Not sure what, but we won.
Well, that could be a court thing, or it could be Waterdeep.
You know
Or it
what?
could be
That's a good
both.
point.
It could be both.
It's
What?
probably
It's
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Why would he kick? What?
Why? Like, there's no courts right now. Everything's. everything-
Emma, I have won on the bingo.
God.
Our family is richer by 5 gold. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to Adelaide. God, that's.
There's
Okay.
22 level 3 slots.
Yeah, otherwise she's gonna kill me.
Just act like you, Sandra.
Do you think Emma could actually kill you?
She's, just tell her. Oh yeah, my message went through. She loves you too very much, and she's fine now.
So.
Bro, she
Wait,
like
Hello,
Doran's
Adelaide.
doing this
Stone.
before.
Shush,
Doran's doing this
shush,
before a long rest, right?
shush.
Silence,
What
guys.
The 4 words is shush, okay?
No.
Five.
Hello, Adelaide.
6, 7.
This is Doran, Emma's friend. She desired to tell you that she hasn't forgotten. I don't know what. And that she loves you. 25.
Good job, man. That's exactly 25.
yeah.
Including the shushes.
No, not including the shushes.
The
Right.
love you part is got cut out.
I'm not that cruel.
So,
Would you give me a divine guidance roll,
yeah.
though?
No, he's gonna be cruel.
He's not that cruel, huh?
Never mind. Fucking hell, I'm rolling high today.
Yeah.
Eh,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't-
That'll change.
Also,
Don't
you're
jinx it.
messaging inside the dome, so that's easier.
Yeah, fuck you too.
There's no answer though.
She's turned into a doll. GG.
No, she's asleep. Man,
Oh.
come on.
That's possible. It's very early in the morning.
Very
It
true.
is.
Now, where or who she sleep? That's a different question altogether.
That is. That really is.
They didn't DTR.
Yeah, you know where she sleeps? With the fishes.
Oh God. That would turn Emma into basically the Crow. I'm just saying.
The crow, but terrifying.
I mean, the entire concept of the Crow is pretty damn terrifying.
So, with that, as we all gather, I assume, if there's not much else to do here, I think we should be on our way.
Oh,
Get to
Emma,
sleep.
second message was sent.
Thank you, Doran. I will sort of like side hug him very, very quickly because I know he doesn't like hugs.
He literally steps away the moment the hugs end.
Yep, same.
Just shudders.
I'm on the
There.
other side and I give him a quick hug as well.
Punches you in the dick.
I mean, we could trap him in a hug.
Oh yeah, we could all group hug him, and then he'll be super.
Oh, group hug, okay.
I
bring
think,
it in, guys.
at that point, I think
I
Dorian
will
would
cast
guess.
Fire Stride! Exclamation!
Just fireball it on himself.
Feel the burn, guys. The pain means love. The
Pain means
love.
something's wrong.
Dorian casts banishment on himself.
No, what? That's a pretty good answer as well.
That is, honestly.
Where is Doran from? What plane is Doran?
Dorian's from the material plane, so
This
he would just go to a demi-plane. That's his reading place. He just
Yeah.
banishes himself.
Actually, can I banish Emma to the Feywild?
I mean,
Probably.
technically,
She's not from the
technically,
Feywild.
If she
She's
is
the-
from the Feywild.
She's the daughter of the Koret family.
And the
Yeah,
betrayer.
sure, she is.
Yeah, there are
She
things
was
that I
born there,
want
so-
to talk to my granddad about, so I'm gonna go find him. And if he's sleeping, I'm going to wake him up.
Didn't you say you should rest?
He's had a rest.
He'll
Damn,
rest
this
when
smells
he's
like
dead.
So yeah,
He's
Emma.
gonna go chirping around the caves.
As you remember, Hope does not make any sound.
Like at all, she's not allowed to make sound, or does she just choose not to make sound? Does she
Hope
not
is
have
mute.
vocal cords?
Hope is mute.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
She can sort of flutter her wings and make flutter noises, but
No, that's not what I was doing after. I was after happy bird noises, but it's
no,
okay.
no happy bird noises from Hope.
Sad.
Oh,
man,
it's kind of
this
sad.
is a scam. This is a scam.
Nah,
A bird and no happy bird noises. That's a scam.
there's a very specific reason Hope is mute.
Oh, so you don't have to do the, like
No,
Malin's.
I would just have Adris do it.
Ah!
Also,
You know how I have Doreen do, when
The meow.
exactly. I need a soundbite of that, man. Like, please, just record it on your phone or something and
yeah,
send
just
it to
record
me.
it once when you stop doing it.
I know,
Literally
but
just,
like,
just open up Audacity.
Wait, what? You
and
don't
then
do the
record
meow
it.
again.
You can probably
Try
get it
to
from
do it.
Emma's stream.
yeah, just I want like a clear file, so I just put it
Yeah.
on the soundboard.
Just an Audacity. You just open up Audacity, record it, and then send it.
Oh god.
Anyway, so Emma, you leave the chamber behind, and I guess the others sort of lag behind you and follow you, as Hope flies around the cave.
It's adorable.
And as you start heading towards the lecture cave, you came across Kettner. Well, good morning, sleepyheads.
Hello, young old man. I'm not saying that. Hey,
Good
Kevin.
morning to you as well.
Your grandpa left this to me.
What do you mean left?
No, he holds up
Oh,
a sealed letter. Sealed effect.
Huh.
Apparently, he wants us to get this to your family.
It worked. You all just see Emma like shrink maybe 6 inches as she lets out a breath.
He was
Yo,
very
yo.
he was very groggy in the night, to be honest. He just went to bed a couple hours ago. I'm sure
Emma, I
those
think maybe you should
pupils
talk
will
to your-
feel his wrath.
Emma,
How-
don't you want to talk to him before you leave?
I do. I have questions that my father is unwilling to answer, but my grandfather might be.
Cool. While you're talking to him, I'm gonna get everybody ready to leave. Give you guys some privacy.
Daddle.
Do you remember what
I-
we found in the crypt?
Yeah, I was there. Emma.
I know you were there.
Oh. Emma, there.
Question, Emma, do you want any of us with you when you ask him about?
I'm not sure. Might be better if it was just me, but at the same time, I don't know.
The
I
choice
honestly,
is yours.
What? Whatever will make you the most comfortable, I'm not do it
I guess
with you for whatever you need.
all of you should get ready to go then.
Okay.
Because
Then we'll see you after your conversation.
exactly. Seems like the best answer.
So yeah, Emma, you leave your friends to gather up their equipment and get ready to leave, and you head down on your own. The single tunnel at the end of the cave that leads towards those two chambers. You reach the sort of Y-shaped fork in the path, and you head down to the right, where you know your grandpa. You've seen your grandpa last time. You enter the small chamber, which is not illuminated, but due to your dark vision, you immediately spot in the corner on the same cot, facing the wall, the small, curled up figure under a large, heavy blanket.
I will walk over.
In this curled up sleeping position, he looks small.
Fuck morals, I need answers. I want to, shake him awake. Gently.
Puts on interrogator glasses, clicks on the lights, angles it towards her grandfather. You will answer! The interrogation begins.
So Emma, you are you gentle or are you like urgent?
Gentle. Gently urgent?
You know, it's that meme of where that kid wakes up in prison and he's scared, doesn't know where he is.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Oh, shut up.
Jesus. Oh, Emma, are you in the meme factory today?
I don't know.
We're getting
I think
all the
I
jokes
haven't-
today.
I haven't been high in
Alright.
like a month, so that might have something to do with it. This is my brain not
Well,
on weed.
I'm still too girly. I need rest.
And I need answers. Please.
What do you want, Emma? Leave this old man to
We were
rest.
exploring in Waterdeep, and
Too bad for you. It is a shithole.
we went into the family crypt. And in that crypt, there was a child with my name on the nameplate. And Father didn't want to answer, so I thought perhaps you'd be more lenient.
The moment you mentioned that you entered the crypt, your grandfather stopped fidgeting around away from your hand and laid silent.
Shit, did I
Still
give him a
facing
heart
aw-
attack?
No.
Okay, good.
But still facing away from you. Emma, listen to me very well. There is a good reason your father did not want you to go in there. And you shouldn't have. And you should not look for answers. There are secrets in every family that should be forgotten.
I
He sort of very clumsily turns around under his blanket and he looks at you. And Emma, on his face, you see this genuine worry as his sort of muddy brown eyes that you remember from your mother as well pierce into yours. You are no one else, Emma, but the daughter of Timothy and Claire. They love you very much, and that's all that should matter.
it is, but it doesn't change the fact that I have information. And
Forget the
I'm
facts,
curious.
Emma. Please. This
I'm going to
is
find
not
out one way or another. Because that's just who I am. I have the stubbornness of both my parents. And the curiosity of you, and quite frankly, the stubbornness of you as well.
He reaches out from under his blanket, his sort of thin fingers caress your cheek, Emma. Much like any of your family members, we were never able to change your mind on anything. But remember this, Emma. This is a path that's danger to you and your family. It is a secret that was hidden from you for a reason, and for a reason I cannot talk about, for your safety and
Do you
and ours as well.
do you think that maybe if I could somehow figure out where she went, do you think maybe Ilya would be willing to tell me?
Ilya does not know, nor does any of your brothers or sisters. It is only Lysander who learned of a part of your fate, Emma, which you should forget.
What
And
do you
I
mean
know
my
you want.
fate?
Forget it, Emma. Please. He sort of turns back towards the wall.
We
His
went to a
voice is
fortune
very
teller.
low and whisper. Emma, please understand. The more you look into this, the more danger it will mean for you and all of us. And to those who love you the most.
Never do anything to put her in danger. And if it's as important and as dangerous as you say it is, I suppose the answers will find me, not the other.
He turned away from you, Emma, and faces the wall once again, and seemed to be stop answering your questions. But you still do see that he's not sleeping.
You should go back to sleep. I get up and I turn to go out of the room.
So, Emma, you leave your grandfather behind in the dark with answers?
Not really.
More questions?
Definitely.
But
Some
maybe some
more info. So
answers.
yeah. Some is better than none.
So, with that done, after only a couple minutes, Emma returns to the main chamber with an odd look on her face, I would presume.
Definitely.
Are you okay, Emma?
Yeah, is everything alright?
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's winter, Emma. But, instead of being blue, her eyes are green.
Interesting.
Oh.
The
I don't
issue
know
then
what
was-
this means.
Yeah, Emma, that's the issue. I think I'm the only one who barely understands the significance of this
Fair.
change.
Fair.
You know, I love the
I just
aesthetic
know
and
there are
everything,
seasons,
and
man.
Yeah.
but,
Spring.
but we need to you know
Yeah.
they need some context to understand the meaning of this.
So is
Curious.
this something the characters would know, or is this something just like we would know as?
Can we get like
I'm
a
not even
color
sure if
chart?
the characters will understand.
Can we get a color coded sheet, please?
It's an Emma's sheet.
Oh, okay.
Well, the one we can't read.
What do you mean?
I don't have access to a sheet.
Really?
Nope.
Oh,
I have access to mine, Finn, and a dust.
I fixed that. Now you should be able to observe her sheet.
Should be.
Yeah. But, in any case, Emma has returned. What do you guys do?
Babe's gonna walk over and he's gonna ask her, like, "Are you sure everything's okay?" Like, he's gonna put his hand on her shoulder.
I don't know.
Well, whatever's wrong, we'll all face it together.
Apparently, it'll
Well.
be dangerous.
Nah, that doesn't stop me.
I mean, we're no strangers to danger, Emma.
Nor are you strangers to saving my ass.
I mean,
And
yeah, you
Emma
do the
just gives
full-time
like
job, save your ass.
a slight sad smile.
Yeah, Emma, saving your ass is a full-time job.
Shut up, Doran.
I'm not wrong.
Listen, Emma. You're not a burden to anybody. I hope you know that. You're you're our friend. We just want to make sure you're safe. Now, sometimes you don't make the best of choices, but nobody ever makes the smartest choice.
I appreciate that, Faith.
What? What?
I'm just gonna pat Vave on the back.
What? Why is everybody laughing? Like, what? Like this is Babe's just repeating the same stuff Tlor told him.
Yeah, but you know, it sounds odd from a horrible lizard monster's mouth.
Yeah, fair point. I forgot the context.
You have a lizard monster?
You're a lizard. Did you just say you're a lizard, man?
No, I said we have a lizard monster. Question
Oh.
mark. I haven't found one yet.
Yeah. Babe's not a monster. He's
Yet.
a lover.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, as I rip somebody's head off in my bare hands.
Okay,
Enraged.
guys, what do you guys do?
We should get going.
Yeah, it's about time we make a move.
What?
Is already asleep again?
I think he might be.
Maybe.
He died
Maybe?
again.
Oh
We're gonna
my
hear.
god, I've been muted this whole. Oh, I hate it.
And changing him from doing a burial
like
to doing an adrift.
I think that's
It's like
more
my
funny
jokes
than
aren't
you just
that
being
bad. Oh god, all my way monster jokes. Damn it.
No, that is a record. That
Oh,
is a
guys.
record.
What do you guys do?
We
guess
get on our horses.
The
and
lost
we head out.
English jokes.
I wanna go and find
Uh,
my horse.
I'll ask Adrift if he's okay. He hasn't spoken much this morning.
I don't think I am. I think my voice is failing me.
Already dying of old age, damn.
Yeah,
was quick.
Adrift opens his mouth and just shadows pour out. He needs to spit it out. It starts speaking. He needs to chew on it like cod.
He's starting to get dementia. That's how old he is.
So, Kettner comes up to you and says, "Well, so are you on your way?"
Yeah, we're trying.
Yes, we should be going fairly soon. Thank you for your hospitality.
Well, I can only hope that in these coming battles we'll continue being on the same side. Oh, come along. I'll take you to the blue entrance. Your horses should have been taken there by now.
Thank you.
So, you begin following Katner down one of the side paths. It's a winding tunnel that seems to go up and down in the rock. There are torches and these glowing crystals in the walls that illuminate some parts of the tunnel. But at some point, Katner lights a torch in his hand and leads you on with that. After a while, you begin hearing the trickling of water. As you walk, a small stream begins to run beside you on the stone path. And as you walk on, after close to an hour of travel, you find yourself outside. There's a metal grate that Katner pushes to the side, and you find yourself under a long forgotten, broken down bridge, possibly part of some sort of road network from many, many years ago. Now it's just broken stones in piles. Gives this place cover to another entrance of the hideout. If I remember, you were saying you're heading to Silvery Moon, correct?
That is correct.
Do you know what path you're taking?
I look at Dave because he's kind of the hacker. Yes, like, he's the survival guy.
Do I know?
You've never been there. You have no idea where it is.
Her plan was
wonder-
to go over the through the mountain pass, I believe.
It's gonna be quite a journey. You have to track back to Everland.
Do you have a quicker way
Hmm. Well,
that you would be
Wait.
willing to lend us?
we did track out some path through the Silver Woods leading in that direction, but they are not easy to follow. We could not make them very obvious. And it takes out a dagger, and on one of the stones of the cave, he quickly scratches in a symbol. It almost looks like a vertical fish with like a triangle on its body.
Huh, okay.
Try to find these symbols. They should guide you towards your destination. And with the sort of the pommel of his blade, he scrubs it out on the stone, leaving no mark. Then he whistles in the air, and after just a moment, your horses are led towards you by a couple men. Of course, Shadow Ranger is not led. Nobody leads Shadow
He's
Ranger.
leading.
Shadow Ranger is leading.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
leading them. He said, "I know the route. Don't worry about me."
So yeah, they quickly descend into this ditch below the bridge. Well, good journey to all of you, and I hope the next time I'm there, Silvery Moon will still stand.
As too high.
Yeah. And you be good, little boy. And he puts the grate back and descends back into the tunnel.
Should we be worried?
Nah, that's.
I mean,
not our
weird
route to
stuff
do.
seems
That's
about
for
par.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Nah,
We should get going.
Yeah, we need to get a move on.
Sooner we get to the city, the better our chances of saving it are.
I
Mhm.
suggest we try to get there quickly.
Oh, all right, Emma, lead the way.
All right. I will start
Is
leading.
Emma the best one to lead us through the forest and follow these signs?
I know what they look like.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's the most well versed?
Who-
Who has the best
True.
eyesight? I guess.
I don't doubt Emma on eyesight. It's just
Dave, do you have any experience
Do
in
you?
forest or Doran?
I mean, I grew up in a forest. I should be able to navigate.
Yeah, I grew up
But
in a library. I have no
Huh.
idea.
Dorian was born in a forest.
Yeah, doesn't mean I know my way around one.
he was molded by it.
Yeah, but he forgot.
Technically, yes.
Oh,
I am a wood
born
elf.
in the forest.
Yeah, wood what?
I'm a wood elf.
Oh yeah, true.
E4 gore.
So what
Alright
the hell?
then. Maybe Emma and Wave can together make sure that we don't lose our way. Losing our way would be very bad in this situation.
Maybe they can show us the way.
Perhaps.
This is a meme episode.
Oh god.
Best kind of episode.
So, Emma, Wave, you quickly settle up your horses and jump up. Of course, Shadow Ranger start pushing forwards with Finn, but as he completely understands that sometimes the leading role is not for his rider. Soon he will be the leader.
Yeah, I just rein him in. I'm just whispering in his ears like.
Just
"Dude,
waiting
dude,
for
dude,
Emma
you
to
got this."
finally fucking
Yeah,
die.
Yo, did she feel a cold stare on her back?
I'm gonna
Maybe from Shadow
There's
Ranger.
many ways to make your rider the leader.
I'm gonna like while we're on the thing, I'm gonna look over at Shadow Ranger. Like I assume we're like riding next to each other. I'm gonna like pat the mane, and I'm gonna be like, "It's okay, Shadow Ranger. You can lead later."
They can't really ride beside each other because as you exit the ditch of this ancient
Hello?
The words, right? Also, we don't want Emma to die first if she.
Yeah,
Or do
we
something.
don't want
She's the
Emma to
healer. Let's
die
not put our healer in
yet.
front.
Emma is
I
a
can-
healer since
I
when?
can take 2 or
What do you
3
mean?
crossbow bolts to the chest. It's fine.
She's-
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Alright, Wave. As you are going to be the one leading through the group, and if I remember correctly, you said that Emma's going to help you. Give
I
me
don't think I can. I don't have. I should say in survival. Huh? Why is it being so shit?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I think he asked for a
Okay.
perception roll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah.
Am I rolling with advantage or no?
yes.
Okay, so I'll just roll again.
And you actually have a pretty good bonus.
Oh!
Whoop whoop.
Man, just be going from tree to tree.
So do I get a bird's eye view?
No.
You're not Circa.
That's stupid. Why would you?
Yeah, why would I, right?
You'd get a lizard's eye view.
You turn into a
I
bird.
get a lizard's eye view.
Actually, no, you'd get a dragon's eye view because you're a reptile.
No, that's Doran who gets the dragon's eye view.
Yeah.
That's
What
what
did-
always.
Fair.
What did
Guys,
they roll?
wait, hold on. Did Emma just do a racism?
A nat 20.
Did I get a
Oh,
what?
damn.
Did Emma just do a racism? Just because I'm a lizard doesn't mean that I that I associate with dragons.
Anyway, let's not go into this. Wave. As you survey the forest, you immediately spot a small scratching of that symbol that you were shown on the side of a trunk, and you select that path to follow and continue on. I'm going to need a survival check from you.
Alright, is anybody proficient in survival to help me?
Nope.
Nope.
Continue.
Am I the only person? I'm the only person proficient in survival.
And
Yep, that's why we picked you.
Oh my god!
Do not tell me this.
Yep.
Bro!
Bro, I'm just God.
I've just never rolled anything again.
Yo, this is giving Xanarin energy. It's giving Xanarin.
Yee.
Yeah, Connor.
So Wave, as you confidently lead your
Wait. So we'll get to Accelerate Moon in an hour, you say?
no, it is still a day away, but
We are.
Nah,
we
no,
are
we're in
now-
Silver Moon right now.
Yeah,
You're
we're at Silver Moon.
but you're definitely not getting lost. You know, I was planning to have you roll multiple times, but no, not anymore.
That's great. I don't know.
I don't want to waste nat 20s.
So, Wave, as you confidently lead this little troupe of yours that, Clearly, you are the leader. You, with great accuracy, immediately point out where they have placed these hidden markers. Your incompetent friends don't even see it until they're very close, but you spot them, several hundred feet ahead. It's almost as if you knew where they should be to be hidden from prying eyes, but, reveal themselves to the most perceptive and those who know what they're looking for. As you lead the horses on, you follow the path with ease.
Even Shadow Ranger follows you.
Just for a moment, then he reconsiders and, try to take lead, but unfortunately cannot fit beside, Rumble's big bum. So, as your pleasant journey to the Silver Moon Forest is uninterrupted and all manners of dangerous creatures you easily dodge out of the way of, is, is there anything you guys wish to do during this journey?
That's my job.
I mean, what can we do except for like just ride?
We could talk.
Yeah, talk,
You're afraid?
make plans.
I mean, we haven't really discussed this, guys, but how are we planning to approach the whole, seeing the most important person in Silvery Moon?
Well, we could just
say
send the most important person in. Well, what's the place? Waterdeep.
I am far from the most important
Yeah,
person.
but important enough.
That's a good point.
You're aware
Jack,
we
actually.
already have an in with her.
I mean,
lady.
my plan was just to.
Oh yeah, we can just bring
Yeah,
her the
we-
letter, right?
We already have something to give her, so we can use that to inform her.
Oh yes, that's the entire point of this journey is to deliver this
That's
letter.
the entire reason we were going to Silver Moon in the first reason.
It
No,
is.
I'm more talking
God.
about the fact that obviously, being of such high standing, she might not have the time to see us immediately. And
I
we,
assume that the librarian, what's his face, had some kind of connection with her. Is that why?
Yeah, I don't think they were gonna send us to someone who wasn't gonna meet us.
it's
I
not
think,
about meeting us. It's about meeting us, before the city's attacked.
I think if we tell her that we have an urgent message from, keep forgetting his name, dude.
We
It
could
would
tell
be
we
you.
have a message
It's the
from
early
Lysander.
onset dementia.
I
Not
mean,
like
bro,
that,
it's been like
We
a
want
year.
from your librarian friend. What's his name?
Hugo?
No, not friend, but like
The president or whatever.
I actually
headmaster.
was finding it. Let's give me a second.
The guy that gave us the goods to give to, he competes with her, right? In terms of,
Nobody. How do you not remember the name? Go on.
The name of who?
the guy that
The library
competes
guy.
with- There's a
Library
lot of
guy?
library guys.
That's not
quite
an
vague.
answer. Oops.
Man, Higgy, just put us out of our misery.
But I can tell you, it's not Hugo.
Is it, I thought it was the.
Hugo is the librarian, right?
Yeah, Hugo is the head librarian.
Yeah.
Oh, Hugo is. I thought Hugo was the friend.
No,
Nah.
Hugo is the head librarian of the Deficient Library.
It was that guy that competes with her, like, in terms of developing magic, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
Dan.
no,
Dan was
that's
open here.
Hugo is the guy that was so pissed off at being said you'll never be a good wizard. And said, "Ha! I'm gonna one up this bitch and find a flaw in her technique."
Wasn't
No
it
words.
Dan who told us to give her the message?
I don't know. I don't anymore.
Am I crazy? It was Aldan, right?
Aldan told you to meet with the Lady of Silvery Moon, as she's, very knowledgeable about magic, and she would be the best to convey about, the visions about you that the librarians had. And Hugo was the one who sent you with the scroll.
Oh, he was the head librarian. Yeah, you're right.
So it was Hugo.
Wait, what?
Yeah, not the director, the head librarian. Yes.
Yeah.
So I assume he knows, like she knows who Hugo Globendorf is. Globrindorf.
Who?
Hugo Globrindorf, your friend, the
That's his name?
librarian. Yeah,
I don't know, I just called him Sir or Hugo.
it was Hugo Globrindorf, right?
Glorious.
Yep, yep.
I heard Hugo Goblin Dwarf, and I'm pretty sure that's not it. So,
He's a Murloc.
oh
Is
god.
it Globrindorf?
It is.
Okay, nice. So yeah, it is Hugo Globrindorf. I'm just gonna say Hugo.
Nah. You gotta say his full name. Goblin Dwarf.
I wish it was Glober. Shit.
You have fallen into my trap, Adrish.
Goblin Dwarf.
You have
My-
activated this trap card.
I'm gonna be calling goblins for the rest of my life.
Just say
Global
GD.
Yeah, so Hugo Globendorf can probably evoke some kind of emotion from her. I'm sure we can get a meeting with her on the basis of my name and Ardan's name. Anyway, I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Oh, it's so good.
Hugo what?
Hugo the head librarian.
Goblin Dwarf.
Ah, please, that was great.
I'll be right back.
Are we taking 5? Everyone leaving?
Okay.
I'm still here.
I'm here.
Well, 2 people left, so.
Yeah. You guys can discuss in the meanwhile. What's the plan?
Can you please
Both of
change
you
Hugo's
think you
name
have a
to
plan.
Goblin Dwarf? I guess we just enter the city, say we're emissaries of the inefficient library. With an urgent message for I've forgotten her name.
You guys really should run like a.
Lustriel Silverhand?
Maybe you should have like an NPC list or something.
I do have an MP. I just can't access my notes right now.
Like you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
access them
He
at
can't
all.
access his notes.
Oh
He
no, like
cannot
yeah,
remember.
I had
He has
to.
trouble remembering. I'm
My
making
mind is
air
like a
quotes
steel
with my
trap.
fingers.
No, I had to reset my laptop.
Oh, yeah. So, as you ride on through the forest and discuss your plans for Silvery Moon, the day fly by. It is early afternoon when you feel that you have traveled for quite a long time.
I'm gonna be back like in 5 minutes. Okay, I have to go.
Okay.
Wait, what's up?
I don't know.
Or they dipped out for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But as the afternoon is nearing its end, you're still in the forest. What do you guys do? You have traveled from early morning and you're getting tired.
Hmm.
How much time do we have? Yeah, we have 2 days before the attack. I say we push it for an hour or 2.
I say we push as far as we can.
I mean, we could, if we reach Silver Moon, we can rest there.
Yes. We can. I'm not sure it would do anything, but I could cast Longstrider on the horses.
It would not.
Alright.
They already have magical shoes.
Fair.
That's why you can get there in one day, basically.
So yeah, apparently we keep going.
Alright?
Push to exhaustion.
I'm going to need a constitution saving throw from everyone.
Let's go with the -1, baby.
Let's go with my +1. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Pretty good for possible.
I'm back.
Con
Roll
save.
Con save. Okay. There is no way I almost rolled 3 nat 20s in a row.
Jesus.
Yo, hey, if that happens, could we just like complete the campaign?
Nah.
It's from the fifth one in a row that
That's-
you were to win.
That is amazing. I rolled a 10 for Adrish and a 10 for Goni on the con save.
God.
Oh wow, that's equals 20. That counts as
Yeah.
3 20s in a row.
Yeah. But no, I rolled a 19. Like, it's a 26 total, but
You know,
because
barbarian schools
Babe's absolutely goaded when it comes to cons.
with the sauce.
Yeah, I'm goaded with the sauce.
And the horrible thing is that the DC is 10 plus 1 for each hour.
That's a shame.
Which means that both Adrish and Finn receives 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh damn, you rolled 10 total.
No, yeah, no, he didn't roll a 10.
Man, you can see Finn basically almost sleeping on Shadow Ranger and him just pressing on. The trooper he is.
Yeah, Shadow Ranger is not exhausted. He's never exhausted.
Impossible.
yeah.
He's not. It's illegal for him to be exhausted.
But you push on for another hour. And it feels as if the trees begin to become less thick. Younger trees, possibly nearing the edge of the forest. But you're still in. Are you going to continue pushing on?
We
I
should.
will be.
Yep.
Another
it
round
is.
of con saves, please.
Oh, fuck.
Oof. Yeah. Wow, you rolled a 3.
Yeah. Just
Jesus.
imagine if I'd gotten an at 1.
Asleep immediately.
Rolled a 0.
Pulls of the horse, gets trampled, dies. Oh, well.
Yeah, Finn's good for the second round, but it seems I'm rolling, it's for RD the right rolls.
By the way, why do
Yeah.
you fall 300 gold diamonds?
Because you
Because
bought them.
Giant cried. Because a giant elemental guy cried.
And then you bought 3 of them.
Oh, right. Okay. Someone bought something. Okay, that.
Can I can like we're gonna continue going, but like can I like tie ropes to to everybody's like
Yeah,
gonna
just in
pull those
case.
horses.
just in case somebody falls asleep.
No.
Oh. Fair enough.
Well, unfortunately, Adrish has a second level of exhaustion. Emma, you have your first level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Finn, you do not have a second level of exhaustion. And at this point, you hear
Nice.
water rushing.
Wait, why are we risking exhaustion?
Oh, because
I
we're
don't know.
pushing.
Why? We have to take a fight in the next day. Please don't get any more levels of exhaustion.
Oh, you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
What?
You went there? It's a shame. I got 2 level exhaustion. One for the 15, one for the 60.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I can't lie. We really don't need to be pushing to get exhaustion.
But you hear the rushing water by.
Should keep going.
Okay, yeah, no, Emma. I'm tired. We'll get there in the morning.
Well, if everybody like, I'm just fine. Like, I'm just like,
I
Time
think Adrish
is of
falling
the
asleep on his
essence,
horse.
Doran.
Adrist is falling asleep on the orb, so
Yeah, well, we can make.
and you're
camp,
not
it's
doing
a big
well,
deal.
Miss. I don't have a health. So let's rest for the night.
We gotta sleep. We gotta sleep. It's just how it is.
Yeah, let's.
All right. So, in the young forest, you settle all down. You take off the saddles from the horses and begin setting up camp. Tomorrow you surely reach Silvery Moon in the early hours of the morning. Maybe that's better for who knows if you late at night arrive, the gates might be closed. So,
True.
as you settle down for a long rest, is there anything you guys wish to discuss or do?
I have
I'm
a
gonna.
bad idea.
What is your bad
Adrist.
idea?
I have a spell called Legend Lore, which allows me to know things about legendary, about items of significant importance, what legends are made, whether it's forgotten or secrets. I could try
Does
to
it work
use
on
that on the
people?
orb. Wait, you need to be a legend, but yes,
What counts as a legend, Doran?
probably a well-renowned story or very well-kept secret.
Okay, does so? What exactly does it let you know?
Well, let's say you have a weird magical axe in your hand, and the axe is a very old axe, where will tell you how does it work. For example, if the axe has mystical power that are hidden,
Uh, would you actually be able to give me a hand with something?
with what?
Everyone wants the lore.
And I show him the gauntlet.
You know what? That's a good idea as well.
My grandfather said that something was a secret.
Okay,
And considering that none of my siblings have found out, except Lysander, I would assume that it's also a very well kept secret.
yes. When I mean secret related to said legend. I don't want to be rude, Emma, but I don't think you're a legend just yet.
The amount of times I've almost died might make me one.
You're a legend to us.
If that's your version of flirting, you need to step it up.
It's not
Okay,
flirting.
Good.
didn't have to be
Being
rude.
funny.
So,
Sorry, I get agitated. Tired.
should I use it on anyone?
Just so you guys understand, legend lore doesn't give you information regarding the the object location or the current owner of the object or the person that you're
Right,
asking
I
about.
just describe a place, a person, or an object,
And
and
it's more
the
regarding the
spells give me
history.
a summary of what is known about it.
And it is history or lore,
Yeah.
legend that you learn about it. It is
So,
more
Fun.
from the past than the current state of that being, object, or
probably not
place.
you, Emma.
Oh,
I think it might be more pertinent to learn a little bit more about the orb for all of us.
I agree.
Okay. Then two things. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and then I'm gonna use legend lore to describe the orb that Adrisht is cursed with, I guess.
Sorry, I'm back.
All right, we're gonna legend lore your orb.
Ooh, where did we get legend lore?
A while ago, I forgot about it.
Man!
It's almost like I give you guys things that are useful, and then you fucking forget about everything I give you.
Okay,
I don't know what you're
I need
talking
Yeah,
to
about.
pretty
I've never
much.
Can
forgot- I've
check
never forgotten anything.
DC-15.
My mind's a steel trap. Remember, it's made out of two
Wait,
colanders.
28 to cast Legend Lore?
I
I don't think Legend Lore requires an Arcana check.
Spell scrolls.
Oh yes,
I can't cast a 5th level
Yeah, it's a
spell.
5th level spell. Yeah. So yeah, nice. That is plenty enough to cast Legend Lore. So, Doran,
Yes.
my question is, what do you know of the orb so far?
Oh god, what do I know? Well, I know that it bound, as far as I'm aware, it was bound to Adwish against his will. It is ancient, related to fallen empires of magic. I forgot the name, but we know that. And that there's a connection to a shadow entity, a forgotten queen, and the power of the orb itself. Think that's what we know, but that's
Is
what
that all?
Doran knows.
Good Lord, yes.
Oh, you're not sharing your secrets, are they? With your
Right.
friends?
I told them a lot, but most of it.
He's
The
told us
details
that.
are, yeah. I told them how I got it.
As far as I'm aware, you died and woke up with it.
Didn't die, but I was dying. Yep.
My bad. Very different.
Hmm.
All right. Well, let's see what
Oh,
this
God.
magic can reveal for you. Just for good measures,
Mhm.
would you give me a divine guidance roll?
God,
Nat 20.
great. Hey, 17.
I would have
Dude.
loved if you rolled a net 20, I would have lost my shit. But 17 is perfectly fine as well.
Can I give Dora my divine guidance roll for advantage?
Also, you can't divine guidance rolls.
What a shame.
I mean, you can't with that attitude.
In the year of the sundered webs, high above the land that's now called the Orok Desert, flew high the Netheril Empire. The sorcerer king of the enclave of Jixidor sought power over his court.
What was the name? Jixidor?
Jixidor.
I'm gonna spell it how I thought it was.
He sought power to control his court, to spy on his enemies, to learn their plans, and summon powerful allies from the outer planes. And did so successfully. He ruled for many years, gaining power. He, through his artifact, learned of the greatest mistake a Netheril has made. He survived when all magic failed. But his artifact was lost. Lost for him forever. Until it may return to him. Lorlock awaits for the Death Moon Orb's return.
Okay.
Called the Death Moon Orb.
Here you go. That's
That's
your
no moon.
that's your legend lore.
Wait, so sorry, what happened to him? You said he survived when all other magic failed.
Yep, he survived. I think that means he survived the fall of the Netherland Empire.
What I said, he survived when all magic failed.
I don't remember what
Oh, was
means.
that?
A spell blade.
Absolutely.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's not the spell plague.
Bro.
There's no spell plague.
Hmm.
You said it was called the Death Moon what?
The Death
Death Moon Orb.
Moon Orb.
The orb that
What was the
it
dude's
has-
name? The dude's name was Jixidor.
No, that was the enclave that he
okay.
controlled. His name is Lorlock.
Okay, I'm gonna need a spell check on this one.
I assume it's LOR.
Larloch? Yeah.
Does Dora know anything about this guy?
Artie, do you know of this guy?
Yeah, sure. He's my best
No,
buddy.
I said Doran
Sorry?
for a reason. I said Doran for a reason.
Because he reads books.
No,
Yeah, do I have-
I mean, if Artie, you yourself know about Lorlock.
Oh, no idea.
Ah, shame.
Do
Sure.
I have any idea
Dora,
what any of those things meant?
give me
How did I know?
give me a history check, please.
Can I use guidance on myself?
I will allow it.
Okay, not that good.
It's not bad.
You put together that the Netheril Empire must mean the floating empire. But that's basically it.
Okay. Well,
Is it possible? Oh, sorry, Doran.
no,
He's
go
I'll
some
ahead.
be
Netherese
back.
dude. Was he like a king or something?
He was the
Yes.
sorcerer
King of the
king.
all
He was the
Sorcerer King.
sorcerer king of the Enclave.
of Jixidor. It
Yep.
was a part of Netheril.
Yep.
He was
Okay.
one of the Sorcerer Kings.
Is it possible for us to maybe get a book on this or learn a little bit more?
I think we could use the library on it. I just need to put a book in it.
Do we have a book?
Yeah, I have. Just
Also,
wondering
is
if I
this
don't-
relevant right now?
I mean, we're talking about it before we go to bed.
Well, you're
so-
live, so yes.
You can
Unless
tell
you-
that Adresh is a little bit uncomfortable with all of this information.
Well,
Um,
you don't get the entire thing. You get like the cliff notes on the end.
Yeah.
while they're all talking about
What you're
that,
getting is it's a very old shit. It's called Death Moon Orb, and the previous owner is waiting for its return. So,
Okay.
wait, is Lock the shadow?
I don't know. No, Lalok is not the shadow. He's waiting for the orb.
Yeah, but the shadow wants you to bring the orb to it. Right?
and free him, correct?
Oh, that could be it.
And maybe the Forgotten Queen is someone who trapped him.
Or tried to bound herself so
He couldn't use the orb anymore.
Or is this guy posing as the Forgotten Queen and the Shadow is a different entity?
Possible.
I have a mad theory, but okay.
Well, I do have a book I could send to the library, but I'm not sure they want it.
Don't they want everything?
Oh, I don't know why it's making roll, but it's this book. It's a book that makes you sick if you read it.
How is Mistra in this setting? Is she okay?
Hmm?
Mister, are you okay? Are you okay, Mister?
Is
You
Mistra
know what?
okay? Is
What
she
do you-
known to be like around?
Yeah.
Chilling.
What,
Alright.
No,
what would be the issue with Mistra?
no mishaps. Nah, Hig, don't say it like that, bro.
She hasn't died yet. Well, she died before, but not this time. She hasn't died a second time yet.
How
Not
long
yet.
ago did she die?
No one knows. It's not public knowledge.
It's not something that just that's God died. You remember? Yeah,
She
No,
keeps
but
dying.
what I'm
for some
saying is,
reason.
was there not record of an event in relation
We're about to
to?
rest, right?
What?
What?
We're about to rest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I summon the dog.
Okay.
And I say to it, Larlock, is that you?
It's a very weird question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As you call forth your shadow hound, once again, first it forms into this great wolf, but then its face twists into this more monstrous appearance. Eyes open on its head, and its teeth jut out in directions.
Mm-hmm.
So, you finally managed to learn of the orb.
She bound you, didn't she? Forgotten Queen.
You fool. Foolish old man. If it was that simple, I would have broken out. She has no power over me. She is just as bound as me.
That she gave up her life, her freedom, to make sure you wouldn't get away.
She didn't know such thing. She is bound for her crimes. I am bound because of that.
And he sort of points at the orb on your hand.
So, you're not what Lorlock did.
Warlock?
Warlock.
Val! No. No.
But he bound you.
No. The old man Lorluck is gone. Lost many, many years ago. My the
So, you're
one
cutting out
who,
a lot.
the one who bound me was his servant.
What was his name? Perhaps I can find him for you. Pay him a visit, you know?
Oh, I will. I will find him, rip out his spine, and feast on his flesh. As soon as you get me out. And you will, old man.
I'm considering it. Anyway, shoo now. And I dismiss the dog.
The dog still stands there.
I can't dismiss the dog.
I know.
Yeah.
If it was the dog.
Oh.
Okay, while he's doing that, Dorian has opened the portable library, put the book, the disease book inside, grab a scrap of paper, wrote Death Moon Orb, put a
Death Moon
gold.
Orb, Larlock, and Larlock's servant.
Right. Death Moon Orb / Larlock / servant.
Anything else you want to add, Shadow?
Yo, is it just saying this while he's having a staring
Yep.
competition with the dog?
Yep. Anything else you want to add?
Nothing.
I do not
A gold in
appreciate
silver because that's all I have left.
betrayal, old man.
I'm not betraying you. I'm asking questions you don't answer, so I have to find other ways to get around it.
I told you I cannot answer. I am bound,
I just want to
both
ask you,
my body and my words.
if you can say Larlock's name, you can probably say his servant's name, right? Who was it? Tell me.
Tell me, Carrot, tell me.
Oh, this is very much in character.
The shadow begins to break down in front of you.
Ah, there it is.
You know, old man. You know it well. Larlock's last servant, Shastam.
And the shadow dissipates.
You say Shastam?
Yep.
Have I heard that name before?
Oh, you have. Oh, you have, my good friend. It's in your
don't like that.
backstory.
Oh.
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 Well, while he's searching through his backstory, I am rolling my. You want to divide against I'm
Of course,
assuming
yeah.
for the library.
Yep.
Wait,
what?
I'm gonna scream in like 10 seconds. Give me a second.
Well,
Well, while this is all going
library
on,
goes nowhere.
while this is all going on, Babe's just trying to make food for the night.
Yes.
Like, you know.
Unfortunately, Dorian, your book is consumed. It is transported through the portable library, but nobody knows where it went.
Well,
Hopefully we'll find it at some point.
Yeah.
Definitely not to the Library of Ogma.
Well, I'm gonna put the library away and hope it worked, because I'm not aware that it can't work.
Yep.
By the way, don't we have someone with combined language?
Yes, you do.
Right, because I have a strange book I can't read. So, for goodness,
Squirrel?
know what's written.
Squirrel?
Mom.
Mom, I can't read. Can you read this for me, Mom?
Squirrel,
What
you
does
with us?
this word say?
Emma?
I think she's asleep. She went to bed earlier than the rest of us, I think.
You're very fucking early.
Yeah, okay, she's able to guess comprehend
Wait,
language.
wait. What was the name you just said? You didn't say Zaztam, right?
System.
Oh, I thought you said Shastam. I was
Um.
confused. I always pronounce that differently. Okay.
Fuck knows how this fucking name is pronounced.
Yeah, it's fine.
Probably Shastam, to be honest.
It's fine. Whatever. But now I'm worried.
Any chance we have heard that name?
No,
Okay.
Really, they wouldn't?
they wouldn't.
God, even the magic nerd?
Not a lot of info gets out of Tay. It is quite
Are you telling me there's something in this world that I know and Doran doesn't?
Yep.
Wow.
That feels wrong. This
Yo,
feels
does
wrong.
Drift
I'm
have
feeling
like a
sick.
smug?
I'm not
Does he
feeling
have
good, guys. I don't
a
like this, Mr.
smug
Stark.
look at his face? Hey,
I
Doran.
don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
It disappears. Gotta
Yeah.
find another nerd.
So that's the thing, Gordy. while Dorian has a wide knowledge of many things in a lot of subjects that you have no idea about.
Why knowledge?
A wide array of knowledge then. But like Tay is
So
is
far
not,
away.
first of all, it's very far away. Second of all, it is a magicocracy that is keeping its people basically bound to the land, and
Yep.
it's trading with its neighbors, but nobody really likes
Nobody
them
knows
for.
what's inside.
Yeah, it
Goods
is.
come
It is.
out. Goods go out. People
But
don't go out.
nobody really wants to go to Tay. Even the people who are there try to get away from Tay.
Life is
And,
not so bad.
And
If you just
beyond
don't want
Tay,
freedom.
beyond Tay is just the endless waste. So
Yep. So I turn to the group and I say, this shadow entity, whoever he is, he's not Larlock apparently. He is talking about chasing down, ripping out the spine off, and murdering brutally
I did hear that.
Zastam, who is the Lich Regent of Thay.
The what?
Pardon?
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Did you say Lich Regent?
Of Thay.
Yes.
Where you're from?
Yep.
The Regent.
The
Lich.
Lich.
Well, I thought
Oh,
you didn't like liches in Thay.
What do you mean you don't like liches?
No, I
Nobody
thought
likes liches. They just happen to exist in Thay. He rules.
that's not really correct, Artie.
Yeah, or he used to rule, I would say. I think we are free of him for now. Right? We won the war, right? I never really cared about what happened in the war.
we won, right? I didn't let my wife in kill in the end of a tyrant, right?
No,
No,
we were
different
not
country
there.
altogether. My wife and kid are not in Thay. I escaped from Thay.
So,
you escaped from Thay and went. Oh, okay.
yeah, left the family there.
Yeah.
What? No, my family. What family? I moved my dad out as well. What?
No.
Oh, sorry,
What
no
dad?
dad.
No, you absolutely left your family there.
Yeah, but then they came to me later.
Yeah. So,
Once I had his farm set up.
Dorian, you would be aware of that information because, like I said, you have a general knowledge of,
Everything.
No, not everything, but Farron in general, this continent. You have a lot of knowledge. Tay, like I said, is a magitocracy, which means that it is ruled by the most powerful spellcasters. Basically, Tay itself is ruled by the Red Wizards. You have heard of the Red Wizards. They are, like I said before, are nefarious but very powerful spellcasters. They are known throughout the land. The most powerful of these, 8 actually, form for each school of magic the Council of Zulkirs. And apparently, according to Adrisht, this Sass or Zas or Shastam was one of these Zulkirs. And by the power of deduction and basic understanding, you would assume that he was the Zulkis of the necromancy school. And to answer your question, Adrisht, you're not certain.
How the war ended?
It ended with the 10 days of darkness.
Yeah, but like we just went back home after that. Nobody really won.
Well, apparently the forces of undead were destroyed during the 10 days of darkness.
Yeah, but nobody said anything about the Lich.
The armies of demons that your allies have summoned to fight beside you were sent back to their realm. And to your best knowledge, the necromancy school was disbanded in Tay, or at least was reduced in influence, as they have lost the war.
Wait, so did they have a civil war?
More
Kind
like
of.
more like a coup.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that counts as a civil war.
Bad things happened in
Okay.
Thay, guys. Don't go to Thay.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
sound like a fun place to be.
Also, what that also means is that whatever this entity is, it thinks it can take on a lich. So I am loath to say that I might not be willing to let it out.
Well, you still want to keep your options open, I guess.
No, I think it's time I resign myself to my fate of forgetting who I am and living with the sword forever.
No,
Okay,
Adrish,
don't do that.
please. It'll be okay.
Why you gotta be weird, bud?
You know, one man's sanity on one hand and crazy shadow person who can kill a lich on the other.
Well,
I'm stuck
plays
between a
again.
rock and a hard
And
place.
besides, liches can be killed.
Do you kill a lich, Darren?
No, but the
Do you know
headline.
anyone who's killed a lich?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do actually have.
I do know a guy who killed a lich, so I know it can be done.
We actually know two person who killed a lich.
Yeah,
Who?
then Hard Dog killed the lich.
The same lich, yeah.
Ah, right, the
Aldun
right,
And-
this guy.
and the cave hermit.
Yeah, the Liberian and the hermit killed the lich.
Yeah.
Got it
That
up.
sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. A Liberian, an
Two li-
hermit,
a
and a
Liberian
lich
hermit
walk into a bar.
bar.
The lich doesn't get out.
Who killed the lich?
Probably. What that lich? Or this which lich?
Which lich?
Which lich?
That lich is not might not be dead. We don't know anything about that lich being alive or dead. Like Sastam, we don't know if he's alive or dead. We just know that the armies of undeath were defeated in the 10 Day of Darkness, or were disbanded in the 10 Day of Darkness.
Well, I mean, we're
Right,
never
I
gonna
think
have
the
to.
Tenders of Darkness look like a reboot for all phylacteries.
Yep.
They went on and off. Up and on.
Yo, someone basically turned off his light switch and he was like, oh.
I mean, it's not that far.
So, well, maybe if someday we can go to Thay, we can talk to him and find him, and I don't know, get a sense of what the hell this board thing is.
I mean,
And how
Hayes,
is
I have put in a request at the library. It might work. The magic to
You
leave
know,
the
the
dome
sad
seems
part,
spotty.
if I went to him, he would probably take the orb off me and use it, and that doesn't sound like a good idea as well.
Well, I'd like to point out he sealed the shadow in the orb. So, while not a cool dude, probably wouldn't use it for bad things.
He's still a shadow. What? Sorry.
The Stan put the shadow in the orb, right?
Yep.
That's not what I said.
Well, he bound the shadow to the orb.
Nope.
He
But
bound
you
him. He said he was responsible for him being bound.
His fault. That's what I said. It was his
Oh,
fault
Oh.
that he's
maybe they were
bound.
working together, and that is even more horrifying. Anyway, on to madness.
You know, Adrish, I was thinking, you know,
You wanna-
you keep losing your memory. Why don't you write down things about yourself? That way you always remember something because you have, you know, something written down.
Vave, I've kind of seen this in action. It's a lot more serious than that.
I mean, like, at least it's something rather than nothing.
I mean, at
I-
least you would be aware that memories are disappearing.
I'm gonna take out the image of his father.
Was that?
Who's that?
This is your father, just.
Oh, that's not. Where did you find that?
You gave it to me.
No, I didn't.
See,
Adrish, could you tell us a bit about your father?
My father. My father. I don't really.
By the way, does the image have like a signature on it?
What do you mean
Probably
signature?
yes. My signature.
Adrish signature.
Do you sign your
Yes.
drawings?
Yes.
Sure. Let's say yes. It does have a signature on it.
I mean, he's not an idiot. He's doing it for a reason.
I'm sorry, did you say he's not an idiot?
I mean, he is an idiot, but he's doing it for a reason.
Yeah, but Doran thinks all of us are idiots, man. That doesn't count.
No,
but
well,
you
that's
see
a
what
fair
you
point.
see what I mean, Adrish? Like, you can't remember your own father here. You might as well just write things down. That way you at least have
It's
something.
someone else. It's not my father. I never met my father.
Yeah, Yudrish, you never met your father. It's such a shame that, it would have been so nice to know him in your childhood.
Well, okay,
What
so
happened
say
to your father, Drisht?
I think he just was gone before I was born.
You never heard of him from your mother. You never asked about him.
No, I don't remember asking.
Yeah? Your memories are hazy of your mother anyway, and there was someone else with you as well. It wasn't your father. Your father was never around. He didn't. You never knew him. He never was part of your life. He's probably dead or never. Your mother never mentioned him.
Oh,
But you
that was
you feel no hate or anything against him. He's just never part of your life.
but
that
anyway,
was my mistake. Sorry, Adrish. But then I look at Doran and Vave and the triangle out of Adrish and of sight.
but you see, Adrish, like, I think it's worth it. At least write something down. That way, if you do forget, you have something to remember.
I mean, I'm guessing you don't want to forget your daughter.
Why would I? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
But
what
you
if you
said
do
the
forget?
orb takes your memories.
Yeah, but can't take her away.
What?
Well, it's let's.
Bravo!
How,
Air conditioning.
I it can't take her away. Surely.
How do
well,
you know that?
yeah, we don't know that for sure.
You
At
don't
least-
know
at
what
least
you've
humor.
forgotten, Adrish.
At least humor me.
Do I believe them?
At least try it. Please,
Oh,
Do you want a
Idris.
persuasion
Squirrel.
check?
Oh, Emma, you woke up. What were you doing?
You're here, Squirrel.
Yes, I'm here. I've been here.
Yeah, but like I asked if you're here and you
I'm-
never answered.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. I might not have been there then.
Dorin asked you if you could use the comprehend language on his book. Like, are you here? She's here? No, she's not here. So, Adrish, the issue is you understand that the memories were taken away, but it's not only that for some you feel the loss, but for others, if you feel as if they never existed. And do they really matter? If you don't remember them, were they that important?
Yeah, but
You
my
know
father
that
is important.
you know that the most important memories of your wife and your daughter are here and they are untainted, they untouched. So the rest are, as long as you have those, the others don't matter. As long as you have those, you can survive. You can outlast this horror.
I'll think about it. Wait.
Please, can you at least write like one thing down. Just humor me a little bit.
I'll take out a sheet of paper and I'll write down
One thing.
one thing. I will write down my name
One
is
thing, I don't know
Strange
why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
God. I thought I was edgy.
My name is Adrish Steinsberg, and I love my daughter gladly.
But that's just lovely. So,
Thank you, Adrish. I appreciate that.
with that, it's time to settle down for a long rest.
I know the strange book. What it's about first.
Emma, Dorian stands beside you, poking you with his strange book.
Okay.
Mom, mom, mom,
Maybe just give the
mom.
staff to Dorin.
Call me your
Yeah,
mom
but-
again.
Yeah.
One more time. I'll slap you like my mom slapped me.
Don't worry, Dorian. You won't feel anything
I
anyway.
don't think mothers aren't supposed to slap their daughters. Anyway, can you tell me what the book is about, please?
Yes, I purposefully bonk him with the staff a little while pulling it
He dodges.
to
You use a charge. You use the charge of
yeah.
So yeah, Emma,
comprehend the
you
languages in his head.
you cast comprehend languages and begin leafing through the strange book as you settle down for a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
As you read through the contents of this book churns your stomach.
Oof.
Or maybe it's not the book, but the drink that you had a couple days ago.
Oh fuck. Is this gonna be like a Belrin thing?
No.
Thank God.
No, it doesn't. Let's say just today's sleep's not going to be very peaceful for you.
Oh God. What is the book about?
The title of this book is Nullifier's Lexicon. It is written with deep speech glyphs.
Oh,
Ah.
This tome is a catalogue of specific language, wording, grammar use, and precise punctuation for the summoning of the alien beings born of the far realm.
Oh. It seems to be an instruction manual. And a grammar guide.
How to train your alien.
Pretty much.
Train You Alien. Pretty good.
Does it mention anything about, the orc?
Why would it mention the orb?
Wasn't this the book about the orc? Oh no.
No, it has. It's one of the books I found in Trollmoors.
Ah, okay.
It has nothing to do with you.
But you know a certain group that would have great use out of such book.
Yeah, the Whisper of the whatever the name of.
Yeah.
Whisper of the Far.
So yeah, you acquired new knowledge, Dorin, and you settled down for a long rest. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you take watches and rest a bit?
Um.
Connie,
Dave,
you're muted.
Dave, can you have a look at my hand again? Please, the bandage maybe. Wave.
I want to
Yeah,
try
yeah,
and
sorry, I forgot that I was muted. I
work
totally
on
forgot.
learning the language this evening.
But yeah,
Wait, you're
I'll,
not doing the orb?
well, no, I'm looking at his hand. He can look at the orb.
Oh no, the gauntlets. Who are you? What have you done to Finn?
So, yep,
I
Wave,
have to mix it up every once in a while.
yeah, give me that good medicine check, please. So yes, I'm fairly certain that you're not able to fail this check.
17.
Yeah. Once again, a little bit on the path of health for the old man Adrish.
We need the old
Good thing,
people
good thing he
healthy.
didn't break his hip.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So Finn, yep, you take out your fun book of orcish recipes that you use to try to learn the basics of the orcish language.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does it help any with observing?
what a strange question, Finn.
Why do I have
What?
disadvantage on? Oh, because I'm.
Why is that? Why is that a strange
Yeah,
question?
because you're exhausted. Finn, as you take out your orcish book and begin leafing through it like so many times before, you feel an odd sensation, just like before. As you look at the strange orcish symbols, you find patterns. You notice a new meaning to what you've never understood before. You try to compare words in the recipes on each page and try to figure out which one might mean the other. But now, a system seems to be forming in your head.
Okay. I'm starting to get the hang of Orcish.
But you should roll for it. If you're going to study that book.
I'm still not on the table.
Oh, sorry.
That's cool. Can you roll for me, please?
Would you believe if I said I rolled 2 6s?
Nah, that's alright. Hey, you can just wait for me to get on the table and roll. It's not that deep.
You rolled with advantage, and both were 6.
Well, hell.
Can I bet my luck?
No. Not on design time activities.
Okay.
Can I bet his luck?
No.
Do I like? Am I like on the cusp of making a breakthrough, but it's just not clicking yet?
Yeah. Like, you haven't spent much on this book, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you took it out since you bought it.
No. I've taken it out a few times. It's just...
Yeah, like once.
Yeah. Okay. Now that things are starting to click a little, I'm gonna spend a bit more time with it, so then I can start cracking on my other book. And once I'm done with this, I'll give it to Doran to use as the library fodder.
Library fodder, Jesus. That just sounds wrong, isn't it?
No, in a month or two.
Yeah. Let me finish my yum yums first.
My yum.
God.
But yeah,
That's the name of the book.
Yeah, that's the title of the book.
My yum yums.
No, like the full title is Volgum's Yum Yums. But with Adrisht's arm fixed up somewhat and a little bit of rest, Emma, are you planning to do something?
Uh, I want to just. I don't know.
Rest.
Yeah. Mora,
Okay,
come here.
so-
I need to cuddle something.
Comfort, beast.
Please. Of
I
course.
need a cuddling companion. So, you rest throughout the night, taking watches, but oddly you feel calm and safe. The forest is full of fresh smells, and the constant noise of running water close by gives you an odd calm to your mind. And even though some of you stay up to watch, it is a very restful night. But except for Emma, whose
Oh, God.
churning stomach is constantly keeping her awake, even through her trance,
Aw.
not allowing her to lose that one level of exhaustion.
Oh, God. Oh.
Everyone else have a wonderful long rest.
I'll be fine. Oh. Mm.
Yeah, you'll be fine with
I
bubble
ate
guts.
something
Yeah,
awful.
sure.
Ah.
Yep. Early morning rises.
Emma looks worn out.
Hi, good morning, Emma. How did you sleep?
Sleep? Sleep exists?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're an elf. How did you rest?
uh, that I think I ate something that does not agree with me.
Babe is just cleaning his pan. He's
Oh,
just slowly putting it away.
uh, Finn takes two steps away and just like moves his nose away from Emma. Okay, Emma. We should probably hit the road.
We should. Let's. Please.
Maybe you want to stay towards the back today.
And please, no pushing today. Bishop BSL will be moving
Yeah, no pushing.
You settle your horses and quickly get in there and begin riding to the forest once again. Wave, if you're leading again, I'm going to need a new perception and survival check, please.
I'll start with
Oh
the
man,
perception.
it can
Is anybody helping me with the perception?
Yes, you have advantage on perception, not the survival.
Okay.
Not on that 20.
Isn't it alt? Isn't it alt and then you click to do
shift.
Do advantage? Oh, it's shift.
Yeah.
16. That's not bad.
Yes, it will.
And then just a regular old survival check.
Yep.
That's also
17.
Wave. You've made note of the last sign before you settle down for camp, and in the morning you find it once again easily. As you begin to ride, you see that these symbols seem to lead towards the noise of rushing water. And only after a single hour of ride, you find yourself on the edge of the forest, on the bank of the Rauvin River. As you look towards the north, on the edge of the forest, you notice it. Beautiful high walls rise towards the sky, and even beyond the walls you see curling towers stand above. You're standing not far away from Silvery Moon. You begin riding towards on the edge of the forest. You're on the west bank of the river. Only a couple minutes pass by, and you find yourself on a path that leads towards one of the large gates of the city. Emma,
Mm-hmm.
just on the basis of knowing the city's general layout, you know that this is the Mole Gate, one of the smaller gates that leads towards the west, the sort of the Silverwood Forest. It's mostly used by foresters and hunters that would enter the Silverwood. It's not really on any large. It's not none of the larger entrances of the city where the merchants would enter. That's on the other side of the river.
Ah. I mean, it's an entrance.
So you begin approaching a gate, and you notice a couple people coming out. An empty carriage with a single horse pulling it. You see wood cutting equipment inside the carriage as you ride by. The men take a good look at you and your giant lizard man fan, but they wave at you and wave.
Waving back.
Waves back.
They're waving at Vave.
Yep.
You waves back.
Yeah, Vave will wave back.
Yeah.
Vave will wave back. You know.
And
We
riding
all do
your
the wave.
Yeah.
We
And-
all
and
do the Vave.
yeah, and and riding your beautiful stallions, you approach the gate. In the gate stands a couple guards. They are wearing ornate but simple armor, all carrying the symbol of Silvery Moon.
Well, I guess we got here before the attack, at least. That's tomorrow, right?
Think so.
Yes, let's get in. See if we can get a bearing of the city.
The symbol of Silvery Moon is basically this crescent moon in the sky that is reflected on a water surface.
Mm.
So, as you approach the guards who are standing by, one of them approaches your march. This young human man, maybe in his early 20s. It's surprising that he's already, an established soldier in Silvery Moon. But, he seems to be doing aware of what he's doing. He approaches you and looks at you a bit confused for a moment. Greetings, travelers. Welcome to Silvery Moon. What brings you to our wonderful city? Are you travelers? Not many travelers come through the Mole Gate.
Well, yes, we are travelers, but we're also the Aegis of the Sword Coast. We're an adventuring troop, but we have been
Ah.
tasked
You- Been on many adventures, I guess. Would love to hear about it.
Someday, perhaps, friend, but we bring tidings from the outside world, and
Ah.
also news from the Edificient Library for the ears of the lady herself.
Well, that's
I know, I know. This is Lady Emma Koriak of 42.
I wave.
You babe, you mean?
uh, very well. I'll fetch my superior. If you don't mind, you would still need to go through the procedures if you
Of course,
follow me,
anything.
please.
Of course.
He looks a bit taken aback as you just dump this on him.
Yep,
Poor guy.
But you
in a hurry.
yeah you ride in with him, and he sort of leads you to this the side of the gate where you see a bit older woman leaning back on a chair, just eating. She's sitting behind a desk that seemed to be covered in spare weapons, armor pieces, and rations. Uh, as a soldier approaches her, he sort of leans in and whispers something in her ear. She sort of snaps forward and, with a sweeping motion, sort of gets everything off the table into a crate beside it.
Ah.
Good. Come on, fetch the captain. He'll probably want to hear about all this. Yes. And she begins pulling out these parchments from under the table and rolls out a scroll. Have you visited the city before?
Emma?
I have.
Have you?
Just once.
Wonderful. May I have your names, please?
I'm Lady Emma Koriak of Waterdeep. This is...
She's scribbling down with a pen your names on the parchment.
We give her our names.
Yeah.
My name's Babe. Just Babe. I have no surname.
The purpose of your visit?
Bring a message to Lady Administrator Silverhand of Silverhand.
She scribbles that down as well. Are you in possession of any goods or items you wish to sell in the city?
I
No.
it,
I'm not trying to sell anything. Right?
Right.
what?
We are not merchants.
Just
We
so
are
you
not
know,
merchants.
if you plan to sell any items in the city, you are due to a taxation on goods brought in through any gates of the city.
Yep, that is absolutely fine, but we're not here for
May I know the planned length of your stay?
as soon as we can be out. That could be a
Well,
few
we'll be here
days.
for the summer solstice.
Yes, the summer solstice. But
Very well. Do you have any arranged accommodation in the city?
no, not already. We will look
No, we
into
don't.
once we get into the city.
No.
Very
Do you have
well.
any recommendations regarding that?
The city offers multiple accommodations in taverns in both the North and South Bank. Our most popular tavern at the moment is the Golden Oak Inn and the Temple of Shalila.
Something that would be in line with the expectations for a lady of 40.
I am fairly certain that most inns in Silvery Moon would be suitable for such person.
Very well. I will trust you. What is your name, by the way? We did not catch that.
Ah. Fuck this girl's name. It's written down somewhere. Give me a moment.
I
Yeah,
mean,
go find your generator.
No, I have a list of names.
Sure, you have.
so does the generator.
Yeah, like they are generated, but they have already been generated. Huh. My name is Eleanor. Eleanor the Grey.
It's lovely to meet you, Eleanor.
Pleasure.
I hope you will enjoy your stay in Silvery Moon. Oh, actually, one last question.
Yes?
Are any of you who spellcast or have been in contact with any spellcasters?
We
Yes.
are, most of us are spellcasters.
I'm not.
I am a cleric of Mistra.
Neither am I.
Oh, well, that is unfortunate.
Why is that?
As per current regulations, any spellcaster or one accompanying a spellcaster have to take part in a 10-day separation. It is mandatory
We
for
do not
all.
have the arcane wasting. And unfortunately, given the very
Given the urgency of the
time-sensitive
message that we were told to
time-sensitive
deliver, we do not have the
business,
time.
I know this would be a breach of decorum and is entirely unacceptable. But honestly, I would I would request that you accommodate this. It is in the interest of the city.
That is understandable. Unfortunately, the laws are for all.
And that is
No,
understandable.
That is how we were able to keep the city safe.
Friend,
For now, we managed to keep the arcane wasting at bay.
and if you trust us this once,
Don't
you
do
will
that.
you will keep the arcane wasting at bay indefinitely.
Okay.
But there are bigger and more dangerous things coming. And if we do not speak with Lady Alucia Silverhand, well, probably today, tomorrow will not be a good day for the city.
Unfortunately, that is not a decision I am authorized to make.
Then escalate it. Take it to your superiors, take it to her if you must. Tell her that the director of the Deficient Library has sent us. Tell her that the leader of, or the marshal of Waterdeep has sent us. And tell her that her city's fate depends on it.
Okay, don't say her, tell the lady. It's more respectful tradition.
If you have any documentation that proves that you are representative of such entities, a message will be delivered to
Yes,
the
I
Lady of
pull out my
Silvery Moon.
identification as part of the Deficient Library.
If that
I
is the
assume Emma has royal because as well.
Eh.
Or
in such situations, during your 10-day separation, an official of the palace will visit you and hear your her message that will be delivered to Lady
do you
at
not
haste.
understand? Are you intentionally dense?
No, he's doing his job
Okay.
at least.
I know.
She's just doing her job.
All of
Hold, hold.
this is fine. I understand all of your trepidation. It is just that this in our 10-day separation, Silvery Moon will be wiped out. I
Quick
want you to
question.
understand. I want you to understand the urgency of this. And no, please do not try to belittle this, friends. This isn't something that we can be polite about. This
But we-
city will be gone in 10 days.
We still didn't know.
Waterdeep was lost and has been regained through our help. Do not mistake this for a simple visit from some random adventurers.
We are here as diplomats. Innocents.
Well, as diplomats, you are fairly certainly know that you are still to abide our city's laws.
Yes, we do. But what my friend is saying, and I know you have no control over this, is that if we don't speak to someone as soon as physically possible, there will be dire consequences. And
How about
there will be things we can't warn you about. We can't help the city if we can't be put in a place where we can help it.
Any decision making regarding the breaking of a 10-day separation rule has to be made in the palace. If you if you enter the separation, it can be organized so you meet an official as soon as possible.
we'll do that
But
then?
That is fine as long as it is today.
that I cannot guarantee, but as I understand the urgency of your plea, the captain, I am certain, will do the most in his power to urge a urgent response.
That's all we can ask for.
That is all we can ask for.
Hey,
Yes,
I don't think Lady Sylvain counts as a creature which I'm familiar with.
absolutely not. You've never
Yeah.
met her. You barely know her name.
Well, magic fanboy, you know. On a negotiation.
You had like a poster of her in your bed. In your
Sternak
bed.
Moldava.
Man, he's got all of her greatest
Pin
hits.
up.
No,
Of the
It was
knowledge.
like those tiny like adjustable figurine.
Respect the hustle. I'm trying to break your game.
I know.
Let me.
No.
I'd love the directness of that. Let me.
Wait, hang on. Can he contact Hugo to get in contact with her?
How?
Hugo sent us to get in contact with her.
Besides magic out of the dome is
Also, Hugo's not a wizard.
Yeah, that's that as
as
well.
we established.
Hugo's a fucking librarian, that's it.
What?
Let us not delay this any further then. Send your messages, take us to this separation, whatever it is. Please move this along.
Yes,
I
of
do
course.
not wish to be difficult, but the city will be gone if she doesn't hear from us by the
Okay,
end of the
maybe
day.
you a bit exaggerate.
I'm not. Why do you have to contradict me at every turn, Doran? We've seen what happened to Waterdeep, haven't we?
Yeah, it's still
What was
standing.
it? And was that to our actions or not?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Doran. Like the
I'm confused
situation was kind of
why you
unprecedented.
yelling?
To be honest, didn't you
This
guys
is a situation that warrants yelling, Doran. Some situations do in the world. Get
What'd you
used to
say,
it.
Hig?
Move out of your library.
Yeah, didn't you guys almost destroy Waterdeep?
Yeah, we did.
Nah, I don't
No.
remember that, bro.
No, I don't remember that. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Did that happen? Nah, bro.
No, I didn't.
No, surely
The
not.
things
Yes, you
kept
did.
staying. I
No, I
mean,
didn't.
the undead stayed dead, so.
Yeah, we gave them a chance to win the city back. What? How did we destroy? We didn't do anything to destroy Waterdeep.
Well, they begin attacking when you.
That's fine because they realized that they could be killed.
No, I think it's more the fact that you addressed that a choice between releasing or taking control.
No, that was you stopped him from taking control.
Right, I did that. So I saved the city.
Basically, Adrish disrupted the control and sent them on a rampage.
Anyway,
Yes. Anyway, the housing for the separation is 2 copper piece for night.
wait, we have to pay?
That is fine.
Oh, we
The
just
2
entered
copper
Canada.
The 2 copper piece includes the housing and 3 meals a day.
That is
Uh,
also
Thank you.
Thank
Can
you.
I roll an insight check to see if she's just like pulling our leg, like trying to make this?
Yeah, I
harder
would
for
like
us?
that as well, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, this
Not pulling her leg, but like,
isn't.
is she taking us seriously, or is she just like,
Brushing
paper
us off.
Hey,
I rolled a
Yep.
14.
is this like an actual like lady, or is it like an automaton?
It's the Calumport lady.
Banning question.
It's
Uh,
the
She's a human
Alexa.
woman, right?
She is a human woman.
Okay.
She seemed to take you seriously, but she seemed to be taking her job very seriously as well. You know, meanwhile, while you are shouting about danger and death and destruction, she will clearly do, what you asked of her and, organize this meeting. But you are not someone that, just by saying that and showing papers, she's going to break the rules and go against her orders.
I'm sorry, is that a god with integrity and non-corruptible god? Damn.
Welcome to Silvery Moon.
I mean, we didn't offer her money yet. Maybe she'll take it.
We didn't offer her bard.
She'll probably make it harder for us if we do try to bribe her.
Probably.
And
I'm like 10 seconds away from
Just
taking over.
brainwashing her.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
No, interest. No.
Okay. So yeah,
But she has until the end, until sundown, basically. And then I fly to the middle of the city anyway.
start shooting fireballs to get the attention.
Hey guys, you're gonna be attacked! Fireball! Fireball! You're gonna be attacked!
See, I was right. See, I was.
It's like the fucking the Teddy is a call the ambulance, but not for me. Someone's going to attack you. You're going to be attacked, but by me.
I told you should take me seriously.
I told the walls will go down.
This is this is what's gonna happen later if you don't answer him or if you don't listen to me. Whoosh.
So, as the lady rolls up the scroll and places in a tray behind her, and the foot soldier that led you there comes back, and she turns to her. All right. I will begin arranging their urgent meeting. Please lead these kind individuals to the separation rooms near the academy.
Does everyone of us have to be in the separation? Can Wave and Finn be separate? They're not really casters.
Yes, but they with 3 of them for a while.
Can the arcane basing be
Yes.
fought by people who are not okay?
Exactly. Yes.
That's the problem.
That's the biggest problem. It's just so basically it's spread between normal people as well. It's just it's spread, more frequently between spellcasters because
Healing magic.
it spreads through magic as well as normal means.
We are kind of immune to it because of the thing, right?
Are we?
Not that we know of.
The amulets were keeping us safe from work
How do you know that?
because you would have had it by now.
You cast a lot of spells on a lot of people.
Also,
No.
he definitely came in contact with people who had arcane basing.
Yep. Yes, I can tell you that you have some not an immunity but a strong resistance to the arcane wasting. You are protected from it. There is a chance for you to get it, but it is much lower than a lot of normal people.
Normal people, yeah.
So we're vaccinated.
Yeah, we're double boosted.
We're vaccinated, and Silvery Moon is Canada.
Yeah, I'm
You're,
boosted and they're still.
yeah, you're wearing masks.
Eh.
But see, the soldier salutes his superior, this woman, and begin sort of marching through the gate with you into the city of Silvery Moon.
So,
Unfortunately, things are not always so simple, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As your small group rides through the gate, suddenly a shriek, a cry, an alarm sounds like a great predatory bird cry in the air.
How much you want to bet the attack has started?
I don't want to
decades.
take that bet.
Continue,
The,
Hig.
the soldier freezes in place and turns back towards you. Once again, the cry emanates from the great statue above the gate that you just passed through.
Oh, fuck.
I don't understand. That never happened before.
What
Um,
is it?
What does that mean?
As you turn back towards the gate, you observe something odd. The great wall beside the gate begins to bulge out. First,
Get to cover. Good
a
God.
large stone faces begins to come, then a chest, and four enormous stone figures quickly surround your horses. The creatures in one hand hold an enormous halberd, the other seems empty. The, the giant stone figures place their halberds around you, creating a perimeter.
He puts his hands up.
What's going on?
Sentences somehow.
What is
I asked the
happening?
guard that's leading us.
The guard looks at you with terror in his eyes, and he draws his weapon, not approaching you, but almost standing stunned.
May I have a question as to why this is happening?
may I have a question, sir?
What is the meaning of this?
you stand and do not approach. You uh, the 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 city guardians only react to the most malicious magics and ill intent. Stand and do not move.
Babe immediately looks at Adresh.
We are not going anywhere. Call me you will. We don't
Adresh,
have any ill intention.
Adresh, as you say that, the stone statues raise their empty hands up, and from their hand a golden net unfolds, almost like a golden sack, and they shake it once, and it clings like a metal sheath shaken. And suddenly, in one net, Mora appears. His leg sort of stuck through the
What?
hole, and he wiggles. And he's a fat cat, so he just sits at the bottom of the net and just looks a bit taken aback. In the other net, Hope appears.
What?
Is
evil?
she's sort of stuck in the net, and she tries to move her wings, but she's not really able to. It's quite tight. On the third net, Adrish, your hand
Him?
is caught and the orb
Oh.
is in there. And you're lifted up around 4 feet in the air by your hand.
Hey, whoa! His hand's broken.
There's the other hand.
It's the other hand.
Oh, it's the other hand. Never mind. I don't care.
Oh my god. No good deed goes unpunished, I guess.
Vave just like puts his brow and he looks at Emma and he goes,
I just stare at Mora
Moira-
dumbfounded.
As
Moira
as you stand there surrounded, more and more guards begin to stream out from the tower besides the gate. They surround you with weapons drawn, bows ready.
We are not fighting, we
Well,
are not resisting, we are
I
here
guess this
with
is
a
one way to get
warning.
an audience.
says the,
Shut up!
Don't say that.
says the
Just-
man tangling.
Listen,
There's a man tangling after doing literally nothing.
Adrish, it's best that we just cooperate completely.
Did I look like I was fighting back?
Yeah, okay, but like, I mean,
You're opening your
shut
mouth.
up. I mean, shut up. Be quiet.
I am not dealing with this shit today.
Shush.
Please.
Listen. Anything you say, they can twist.
I
Mhm.
don't care. The city will be
I
gone
know you
tomorrow. I don't
don't
care what they
Addressed?
twist.
Just do me a favor and not open your mouth. Please.
I'm just not gonna do that. Please, thank you.
Please, like, can I knock him out, please? Like,
Do you ask the guards that?
As you bicker amongst yourself and the large marble statues tighten their circle around you, still holding Mora, Hope, and Adrisht in the air. The soldiers part as you hear clunk, clunk,
Oh shit.
clunk. Metal footsteps approaching as a towering iron golem approaches you. The steam billows from the golem's body as it stands in front of you. At that moment, the golem's chest piece parts in two, and a tiny gnomish figure pokes out his head. Just what the hell is going on here?
That's what we would like to know.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
What the fuck? I mean,
Yeah, that was a good stopping point.
Jesus.